Ready, set, go, like a Lambo on the road. Got my Veve stash, all the gems they glow. Veve crew, we never lose. Collectors at heart, we break the news. PE on Informmint, catch the vibe. In the Veverse, where we thrive. Snap it in AR, see it come alive. Animated statues, dreams realized. Blackpink, YG, iconic, we thrive. Living in the future, see the stars align. When the drops hit, they like where my Veve at. Animated statues, Marvel got the cues. Lambo flex and YG brands too. Oh, Disney magic in the act, talking hype cast. Collectors at heart, got my Veve stash. Veve going live on Informmint Dive. Veve metaverse coming, we be VVI.
Ooh-wee, who is excited? We've got Grail Day, one of the most important comics ever released on September 12th, 2024. Xmen, the new Xmen, number 115. I know we've been waiting for this for, what, 23 years to become a digital comic, and here we are. Veve, you did it. Thank you. We appreciate it. It's good to be here. It's good to see everyone. I know everyone is super excited about this. We should be having BigA coming on, assuming he didn't die in the hurricane. I don't like to joke, but I think it ended up just being a little windy, but we'll find out. So if not, then I'm a dick and I quit. But anyways, let's see who was first. Actually, Duck and Cover was first. I did something. I don't know what I did, and his name was taken off. So it looks like, Christopher, you were first. So good morning. But you do not get the secret rare today. I'm sorry. But Bob Sales does, just because I said so. What's going on, Bob? I hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Duck and Covers, happy to see you. Yes, you were definitely here first. I didn't restart it. I put my stupid coffee thing in there. It sucks that I can't just have it like pinned at the top constantly. So if you want to donate me a coffee, you can, but don't worry about it. If you don't want to hit the like button, please vote though. Let's see where we're at on the vote just real quick. We got 82% no, 18% yes, about similar to the other day. Ooh, look who you are early, the biggest bro. What's going on here? I hope you don't mean there's like a real earthquake. Do I need to go look this up? You okay? California didn't get hit by an earthquake, right? I'm hoping. I mean, you'd be okay with your 18-inch feet. Like you'd have steady ground with those feet. You cover enough area. You shouldn't have to worry as much as most of us, but it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let us know if you're going for this. Are you going for the box this weekend, the mystery box? Price is starting to move up on Cuddles. Don't get excited because of that, although I'm excited. You shouldn't. There's still, I think, 75 in the marketplace. Look who we have here. We got Larry from Chilling and Vibing. Good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for dropping by for a second here to say hi. Hope all is well. Still getting the killer interviews, so you should be checking him out. Wapamus is here. What is up? Good to see you. Not big, but a little longer than usual. Oh, so there really was an earthquake. Is that on the news? Did I see this? I haven't pulled it up. I guess, did it literally just happen? Like it was just a little shaker? We get them here actually in Missouri. We're waiting for the biggest earthquake ever in the United States. Should take down the city. I think we got another 40 years ago. We had 100 years. So somewhere in the next 60 years, it's going to happen. So can't wait. Maybe you can help prepare me for it. Dr. Strange is in the house. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. You definitely should be checking out Dr. Strange if he's stacking or slacking. Today, I don't know what I'm doing with 14% going for this. You know what? I've joined the wait list just because I always do it. I always say you should. Why not? So why don't you do that real quick here, and I will see you on the other side. All right, so My show is so bad it creates earthquakes in California. All right, so it just started. Hopefully you're okay. Sometimes little ones are a precursor to bigger ones. I hope that's not the case. I think I said this before. My uncle was he was in Oakland, I think in 89 when that earthquake happened, really bad earthquake in California. And he said it was the craziest thing ever. So he's in Chicago. So I'm assuming, if you've never been in anything like that, it's absolutely crazy. Kryptoni, did you feel it? Did you feel the earthquake? I don't know, but I hope everyone's okay. We can't have all these natural disasters in one day. We got the hurricane that just went through Louisiana, parts of Texas. So I hope everyone's okay. That's all that matters. Watmiss, did you get hit? I had an idea in college for an emergency personal capsule for tsunami or earthquake. I mean, I need one of those for my mom. So if you make it, please let me know. I'd love to throw her in a bubble. I think she'd be safer. All right, so we do have one of the most amazing comics ever. Somebody said this. And so I don't know. Right now we got 18% going for it. So please vote. 17% now. With only 18 votes. Somebody's going crazy on their button. So go ahead and vote if you haven't. Too much liability. They have insurance for that. They have insurance. And then you insure yourself, you get your regular insurance, you get your umbrella policy. It's all good. You're all good. All right. So I think Big A, are you ready? Wave to me if you're ready. See, okay, he's ready. We're gonna pull him on. It looks like his house did get hit by the hurricane. It is in disarray. Let's pull him on here. Big A, what's going on?
Not too much.
Not too much.
Barely made it. Got a little bit of a start today.
You're good. Are you on your generator or
yeah?
You really are on your generator.
Yep. It was weird because like the hurricane hit. It wasn't really much of anything. And then like right as the hurricane passed, like at 10 last night, literally all the neighbors came outside. So but the water in the street was probably waist high. It was like knee high on the.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We haven't had water like that since Katrina, and it never got in the house. So it wasn't as bad as Katrina because Katrina had 2 foot of water.
I mean, just to even have that, because I'm assuming, I know the infrastructure's been fixed there, and
they've done like huge upgrades.
Man, that's craziness. But you're okay. We talked about this last night. Having that generator is huge. And when I was in Florida, I bought a little crappy one to throw in the garage. Leave the garage door open. Of course, you don't want to die with those things in a video game. And I bought it because I had 2 weeks without electricity. I think it was 2 weeks. I'd go in my car to get air conditioning. It was so hot. I said, this will never happen again. And it never happened again. And the generator's still in the box. In fact, I moved it to St. Louis. I moved it back to Florida to my parents' and uncles, whatever winter home.
Yeah.
Well, it's my uncle's now. And it's still in the fucking box. And the damn thing's going to either come back here. I may just throw it in the trash can. The thing can't be working. It's never been out of it still has the straps around the box. So I don't know. But, at the time, I'm like, this will never happen again. So
but then as soon as you get rid of it, that's like the next week you're going to need it.
I'll need it. And I'll need it here too, which would be crazy.
I almost didn't have a generator. The battery that's the battery inside of it.
Right.
It didn't start automatically like it's supposed to. So I go check and it says low battery voltage. I open up the battery compartment and whatchamacallit, the battery has like a chunk just like broke off of it. So you can see like all the little plates and the battery acid in there.
Right.
Just the regular like small engine battery, I don't know, motorcycle battery. But it's holding enough of charge that I was able with a neighbor's jump starter pack get it running. And once it's running, it's good. But I need to go buy a battery.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that thing had one job, and that's usually how it works. The one time you need to do what it needs to do.
It cycles every week. So, like, it came on this week, a couple days ago. So it runs like 30 minutes every week. Just
to make sure it's going nice.
Yeah.
What does it do to your
everything lubricated and
make
sure it's running? So It literally happened in the past like 3-4 days where it just went down low enough.
I mean,
But,
thank God you got it working, because that would suck. And what
yeah.
about your, just real quick, Wes, good to see you. G Money,
Morning,
good
Wes.
to see you. He's been here through 5 hurricanes, 3 in 1 year. Irma knocked power out for a week. Yeah, it sucks. So, did you tell Chris Coffey can hang out with you? Did he lose his electric yet? I
He's
don't know.
like 2 hours away. I don't think he got it as bad. New Orleans wasn't really supposed to get much of anything, but this water came in. It was more like a water hurricane. Like the wind was not anything for us. It was nothing. There's a couple.
Well, if you lost power, it had to be at least like what, 55 miles per hour to start.
But that's the thing. We lost power literally after everything passed and died down. Like we're outside and we had power after the hurricane passed, and then you hear like zzz, and you see like the spark and everything goes out.
Oh my Lord! So how long are you going to be out for?
They're pretty quick. It'll probably be later today or tomorrow, I would assume.
That's not too bad.
It's not everyone in the area lost power. Like my sister a block away has power.
I mean, does your whole family just own this whole like block area? Because I know your family's there. Does Loki have like an apartment somewhere else in this area? I mean, that's kind of cool that you're
neighbors. He thinks he has like multiple houses.
I'm sure he does.
He's used to going to so many houses.
By the way, we got Bruin 88 here. You know, he comes here for one reason, so let's give it to him, and then he can get out of here. I thought that would be played like for a week or two, and you've brought it out here, Bruin. I'm not even trying to say that. Sorry to hear. Hope everyone's okay. We are okay. 878-413. Let's give it a call. Let's call that number, or use that social security number. I don't know. Just real quick, everyone, we are here for the new Xmen, number 115, FA, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, whatever, with Cassandra in here, who was in Deadpool Wolverine movie. So I don't know how this is going to do, how well this is going to do. This does have 3,000 editions. Let's pull up those Minty Fresh numbers real quick, take a look at those, and we'll go from there. So for the 5 people watching, here you go. Here are the Minty Fresh numbers. Basically, I just copied them from New Xmen 114, and that's it. So these are the exact same. Be very careful buying these things. Are not selling on these, I'd say, lower key comics. But if you can get these at floor, maybe there's the movies on the right side. These are the good ones here. First Mint 616, 2001 is the Chaser, 3000 2024. Should do okay on those. I just don't know how well. So be careful you're buying these. But those are your Minty Fresh numbers. I will pull them up when we are sniping the market. And we are back. Who's excited? We are here. Okay, so you got your cuddles. This is super important. You got your cuddles. What's in the box? Have you had any more time to think about the box? Or not really?
I still don't know, like, when he says blind box, is it just saying blind because you don't know what's in it, or blind like the traditional blind box that has more than one thing in it?
Right. I mean, he did come on and say it's all stated right there in the article. We won't find out until like the moment this goes live. So it could be a rubber chicken in there for all we know. It could be, I don't know what's going to be in there, but I'm going to try. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
I do know, and let me check right now. So last stream, there were 88 left in the market. The floor
last time I looked, it was 80.
Oh, I'm talking about when we did the last stream. Like when I started last stream, I looked at it. It was at 88. And when we left, I think it was down to 80 or 83. And now I think I looked this morning, it was at 75. Hold on, I'm gonna checking right now. The floor's up. We're at 145.
Oh, nice.
I did not buy my last mint, so I'm not happy. Yeah, there's 75 remaining. So I figured this would have already been sold out or close to being sold out. Now, if the price goes up more and it can be kept higher, people might start going for them, but I'm starting to doubt that this is going to sell out. I could be wrong.
The math is, if the other one's still like $3 and $4, the math is 90% chance to lose 16 to 17. gems.
Yes, for sure, which I've already done. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. You did it for cheap. You got the one for what, 116, I think you
I got
said.
116, 3, and 4.
So I hate you.
99 and 395 or something like that.
Yeah, so I mean,
Like
you're
122 total or something like that.
I think you're fine. Just knowing what's going to happen, whether it sells out or not, it'll either be a very small loss, I think, for the risk where you're at. Now, I'm in for 2 drops of Petunia and Toothy, and then I had to pay 127 for my 127. So kind of may not do as well as you, but if I can get the box and see what's in it, then I'm going to get these 99,999 MCP points plus something else, a rubber duck, a gold rubber duck. I still, my head and my gut say we're getting gold versions of these, because otherwise there aren't going to be many cuddles. If I get stuck with cuddles, so I get stuck with it, I'll either keep it or I'll sell it. But I think it will hold some value because we will get these burned. Now, if there's only 109 people, well, not 109, do we know how many they're keeping? I don't think we know. We don't know how many they're keeping. But
you think they're going to keep some? So it's going to be less than 109?
Yeah, look right there. Total of question mark editions will be withheld. Ooh. What do you think? I'm thinking 9. I don't think they're going to hold 40 of these. I could be wrong.
Yeah, maybe that's why it went to 109 instead of an even 100. But
right, the even 100, or Veve, give me one of them. I'm just saying you could do it if you want to be nice. You can give me the last mint or something like that.
I just don't want to miss out on the craft because I could really use the MCP points.
Yeah, I want to do the craft just to see. It's a sunk cost. It's already lost in my head. Whatever I get is bonus. Yeah, so we'll see. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Happy Tree Friend craft, which is going to happen Saturday. Now, remember, it doesn't happen until 12 Pacific time, 2 p.m. Central time, because there is going to be another drop that day. We got Ron English's record. Let's go take a quick look at this. We got another record, everyone. And I love his art, and I he's quirky and all that stuff. So I think this is cool. I don't know how well the drop's going to do, but I'm still going to try to get at least one of these. So I have one of something from every drop, although he already rewarded holders for, what do we have to have for the airdrop? I forgot. Did we just have to have one of each of everything? Or you cannot remember?
No idea. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's how good I am at this game called YouTube and Veve. I have no clue. But either way, we already got something. It was a secret rare and it's worth like 11 gems. These aren't selling out. The other one didn't even sell out yet. But I still love the idea of Veve Vibe. So this is going to be this weekend. I'm not covering the drop. You've got other people who'll be doing that. But today we're covering this beautiful comic here. Are you going for this? I have not taken a risk since last Thursday.
Honestly, I'm down to. I had to buy a couple of gems just to get the cuddles, and I have like 3 gems left over. I have like no money on my BB account.
You hear that, Veve? We need a 3-gem comic. I mean, a 3-gem comic drop. Please.
I need to do the flip up challenge from like $3 to 100 gems.
I should do it one day. Try to go on. It would be very hard to do that today. By the way, we got Veve Vet here, this comic artist. This comic is Frank Quietly. The last Wolverine drop is taken from the same artist. I'm going to try to match the comic number to my collectible. Good luck on that. It's always fun to do those. I mentioned a rare Luke. Oh, I saw that. Congrats on that. You've got some good luck.
Oh, that was a freshman? I thought he bought it in the market. Nice.
Yeah, no, he's gotten some good luck on that. Does Omi price even go up if Pokemon is announced? I mean, I'm not big into Omi. Big A is the one to talk more about it. There, the purpose for Omi has changed so much. I don't know what happens with it. Honestly, I really don't care.
I mean, I still think Omi can do well if Veve does well, just for it being connected to it. But I think the peak bulls case scenario where it goes hundreds of X's and 1,000X, I think that's going to be tougher now that they've kind of taken Omi off the app and are putting it all on third-party app, and it feels more like a rewards. Initially, nothing was going to be able to happen on Veve without Omi. Now you have it where everything can happen on Veve without Omi. Omi's not important to it in the sense of like it can function completely fine if Omi didn't exist. So there's also value that you can maybe buy the NFTs. You can get a free drop every quarter. So I still think it'll do okay. I just think for me, I had other stuff I liked a little bit better in that high risk, high reward category.
I mean, for me, I'm here for the collectibles and comics and stuff like that. So I had my Omi, I lost it on the Bit4X, so I kind of moved on. If it goes down further, there might be an entry point where I'll be like, okay, I'll buy a little bit. I hope it does well for a lot of people that are invested, and I do think Veve is going to do well. So will it rise with the tides? With Veve, probably. I mean, so
as low as it's gotten, for it to go 3, 4, 5x from here is not super difficult, and that would be, I think, amazing. Everyone, I don't know, a lot of people are like, if it can't do 100x or a 500x, it's right. I'm not even interested. Man, like it's not that easy. Just getting like 4 or 5x is really, really good.
That's insane returns. Like if you could do that in the stock market and the amount of time that you could do that
would be like
crypto.
30 years in the stock market.
Right, exactly. And even there, you're not guaranteeing anything. So I mean, BigA joined Veve, I think originally because of Omi. I joined Veve because of Captain America. So I mean, that was what I saw. That was why I joined, and credit card, being able to buy these and stuff like that. But I do think eventually, just going back to Wes's question, I think I don't know if Pokemon or whatever they announce is going to matter. It's just, does the masses adopt Veve? That will make a difference.
The excitement from Veve is going to jump to Omi, so it's definitely going to pull it up along with.
Yeah, that is true. If some major star, tweets out, "Oh my God, I just found this thing, Veve and Cuddles is so cute." Not only will Cuddles do well, but everything's going to go crazy because people are going to speculate. And then hopefully if it catches on, then it goes more from there. So I guess we'll see. But I'm certainly not counting on Pokemon. I don't even care. I mean, been there, done that. We've talked about it for years. It doesn't even make me upset if it happens or doesn't. Now for KCBMW, huge gamble, because if you can't craft Cuddles, we'll be 40 after. It very well could be, although we did this test last time looking for other items that only had what do we say, 200, 201. So if these all get crafted, if we go back to the box real quick, if these all get crafted, I'm on the wrong thing already. Damn it. If the boxes get crafted, all of them, there are going to be 201 left of the Cuddles. And we looked at things that had 200. The only thing that was close and it didn't sell out were the Ron English records. And this is nothing against Ron English, but I do believe that this collectible is much cooler than the records of his. And so I think this can do okay. I think the loss would be minimal. But if you guys are smart, just listen to KCBMW, right? Like, don't take the risk if you can't. I'm going on the idea that because there'll be 109 that are burnt, because these are all going to get burned up in crafting. There's only going to be 201 of these left. I think they could do okay. So we'll see. We shall see. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, actually, it'd be a little bit less. If Veve's going to keep some, then those are less crafts that are going to be able to be done, so less burns. So maybe there's 9 more, so 210. So I agree. It should still do. Like, I think your worst case scenario, you miss the craft and you got a Cuddles that has 210 additions at worst. Maybe worth, I don't know, 30, 40 gems below what you paid for it at like the worst case scenario.
That's what I think. Not financial advice. We're not.
It's got to be at least, I would say, 90.
I would say, that's what what we were thinking. Somewhere between 80 and 90. I can handle that. Dan K, we did buy. He bought it at a better price. He bought it 116 and didn't go for the drop. I went for the drop twice and bought it for 127. So I go to 11. Mr. V, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Are you going for today? By the way, you've got like seconds to join the wait list if you care. And look what we have here. We've got Veve in the house. Fun fact, today's comic features Wolverine in his famous jacket, following up our X Jacket digital collectible release. So everyone, that means you have to buy it. Let's go back to the comic here. We'll go pull that up since it's almost time to buy. This is the new Xmen 115. They just dropped 114 a couple weeks ago. So it's good to see you, Veve. Thank you for dropping by. We still want to know what's in the box. If you can give us any alpha, anything we'll take.
Or let us know, is it one thing or more than one thing?
Yeah, or is it potentially
like
possible
a blind box
be
where
more
one thing, or is there only like one thing?
Is it one thing in there, or could it possibly be like chances for multiple things? Or can you just tell us they're 3 gold, toothy cuddles, and
I don't think they've been holding it this long. You're not gonna
they're not gonna. I don't have that.
Maybe they'll say if it's like
zero clout with Veve. But I took a poll from everyone earlier today, Veve, and they said that whatever's in the box, you should give me one. I thank you, everyone in chat. I appreciate you saying that. And they did say if you did that and you did it to me, it would be nice if Big A would get one too. But Big A said that's okay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
we'll see what
happens.
Scar, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Let us know if you're going for this. I'm sure he'll be on the market. I will pull up those numbers to go for the Minty Fresh numbers. C-Spill, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Would be a dream for Veve to drop Captain America #1. I still think
the one that's where he's like punching Hitler on the cover.
Right. It's gotta happen. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm excited about it. I don't see any reason not to do it.
Yeah.
Whatever, let people go where they want to go with that. But we've talked about it before. I think it's definitely going to do well. Alejandro, good to see you. Definitely good to have you here. Hope you are doing well. Let us know if you're going for this. Alien Corridor and Base have around 200. I think after Veve's cut, they hold and can't craft those anymore. Oh yeah, I don't know where those are at. I still think the Cuddles collectible is really, really cool.
That Alien Corridor was really nice. Have you seen it like an AR?
Which one is that?
The corridor?
Oh no, I haven't. Is it kind of like the gate? Remember
it's
the gate
no, it's like inside the ship where it's like a ship passage.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I've seen the
and lights go in and out and there's smoke.
What is that at right now? By the way, I'm just answering C-Spill. This is Cuddles. If you get all 3 of these right here this weekend, you have a chance to craft this mystery box. And you're going to automatically get, if you can craft, almost 100,000 MCP rewards plus whatever's in the box. We don't know what's in the box. And we've been told it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head. So that's at least good. Yes, happy tree friends. Let's see. I'm keeping Cuddles because I use all my MCP and want to try to get a chunk back. Well, there you go. We got another fun fact from Veve. It is our amazing host approve. As a surprise, we will give one person here a Wolverine X jacket digital collectible. Why not? I think we can do that. That is
the X jacket collectible. Nice.
Yeah. So that's a good one. So yeah, we can definitely do that. Hold on a second. Let me pull up my cheating whatever. I keep saying I'm going to find a different giveaway tool, but I never do. By the way, we got 3 minutes. I don't even have anything to share. I'll tell you what, everyone, just like this. If you want to be nice, share this. I'm not going to make you go through the whole Twitter and retweet if you want to, but just hit the like button and maybe share this. Let me go to the live drop. Let's go ahead and set up the code. This is what it's going to be here. Hold on a second. I'll pull it up here in a second. This is going to be the giveaway from Veve. So Veve, thank you for that giveaway. Appreciate it. Everyone, this is going to be, do we see it here? There you go. Hashtag Big A. Whoever wins is going to get the Wolverine X Jacket digital collectible. So very cool. Thank you, Veve. Go ahead and get your entries in. If it comes on my name, I'll respin it. I'm not going to take it. And thank you on that. I'm waiting for one thing, The Simpsons. That'll give them years of drops guaranteed to sell out. That would be cool. What's going on, Fromy? Hope you were doing well. Thank you for dropping by. Did you feel the earthquake today? The biggest bro, he's not here anymore. I don't, maybe he's listening in the background. I hope he's still okay. I heard there was an earthquake. So I hope you're doing okay. Good to see you, buddy. Are you, Fromy, did you get your Cuddles? Because they've gone up in price. I think you might have missed your opportunity if you hadn't. Let us know. My prediction, Captain America #1 and Veve whites out the swastikas. That would drive me nuts if they did that. But whatever they have to do, I think it's going to get dropped. Thanks, Vivi. Let's go, Vivi. Vivi, they all love you. I appreciate it, Vivi. Giveaway time. So everyone, you've got it here. Hashtag Big A. Yes, get a better giveaway tool. Seems unfair with people who know how to use it. Yeah, I don't understand how people cheat, but they do.
I don't think there's a cheat, because you said you thought it was like the last person, but then like the last 3 times we looked at the last person, it wasn't.
Yeah, it doesn't always, but here's my prediction. And you still have a break, so Wapamus, don't do it. 1 every 30 days. I know Vivi said they didn't care. There you go. Please like and share the live stream. I would appreciate that, everyone. Yeah, so go ahead. But yeah, it's 1 every 30 days. Good morning. Are you going to announce what's in the box exactly at 3 Eastern on Saturday, exactly at drop time? Would make it more exciting. I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, it says it in the article. That's exactly what they're going to do. By the way,
so there's not going to be a Medium article that like tells us ahead of time?
Not according to, and I'll pull it up. By the way, I've been selected to purchase. So you've got 6 minutes to purchase. Then there's a minute wait time. And there you go. So go ahead, everyone. Put in Big A. We got 20 entries here. If you've won in the past 30 days, you can't win again. My bet is Aljo Darrow is going to win. If he wins, I'm never using this tool. G43, didn't you just win? It hasn't been 30 days yet. It's got to be 30 days. House rules. Is that it? Do we have everyone? Last chance. I'm going to go ahead and roll this here. Last chance. Let me get my notes up, actually, just in case it's somebody. You got to be here too. That's my other rule. You can't like join and leave. So you have to say I'm here, and we'll go from there. Last one was Captain Obvious. Last chance here, please. Let's see if Eddie. I had 19. Did I get 19 more likes on my video? I doubt it. I got like 4. Come on, people. Like this and retweet it. Let everyone know. If you want to be nice, do it on X. Yep, Duck and Cover has not won. I would be happy if you won. All right, everyone. Last chance. We got 21 entries. Hashtag Big A. Vivi's giving away the Wolverine X, the jacket collectible. So it's a pretty good deal. Do we have everyone here? All right, let's do this. Make sure you're here. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll. All right, here we go. All right. Now, if it picks me again, last time it did pick me for something, and I had to go and change it. Follow me! Nice. All right. Well, that's an easy one. That's an easy one for me to pass that along. Winner chicken dinner. Congrats from, I mean, he gives back so much to the community. Yeah. He's donated a lot to me and a lot to other people in the community. So if there's anyone who really does deserve it, Fromy is a good person to get. So congrats on that.
Yeah,
Fromy. Are you here?
He does really good videos, and he needs a W after like his Panthers of the way they played this past week.
I know, right? Don't make him cry. Don't make him cry. Fromy, there you go. He's here. He gets it. Congrats on that, Fromy. All right, so we got a few minutes here. Let's go check the poll. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like this one was going to do well. Again, market is down. People only have so much gems. They're not going to go for everything, or they only have so much money. 45 votes with 13% going for this. So, you know, what can I say? There's not much we can do to fix that. But what we can do is I can make you tortured. So right before I came on, I had a few extra minutes. I wasn't even going to do my stupid, horrible comics and collectibles, but why not? I did today. Let's go ahead and pull it up, and I'll see you on the other side. Yes, today we have the new Xmen, but Marvel decided to go even further into the future. Now we've got the old Xmen, and by the way, this is the Youngie Scott variant. God, I can't. My jokes are just really bad. I mean, I might as well be 3 years old. Marvel Comics, they had to raise their price to 0.75 Bitcoin because this is like way down the road. Because these guys just live forever. What do you think? I mean, Big A, you know you want it, right? I mean.
It looks like a tryout for like the most interesting man in the world commercial.
Yeah. It does. Yes, you're right. For Heineken, right? For Heineken.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
Yeah, the most interesting. What I don't think is fair, there's only one woman there. Not cool. But I do like the fact that they're in a wheelchair. This guy's in a wheelchair, and I think he's got a walking stick. So he's not taking any chances. Watmamis, he needs that bubble. He needs that bubble right away. I don't, Vivi, if you're watching, consider a contract with Marvel Comics. We make great stuff. We try hard. And there you go. There is BE, whatever, Informmint's worst possible ideas ever. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even going to do it. And I'm just like, oh, well, this is new. Let's do old. That'd be funny, said no one ever. But I did it, and the pain is over. I ripped the Band-Aid off. Yes, congratulations, Fromy from Veve. Congrats to you. C-Spell, one person liked it. That's good. That's good because the wife did not like it. Actually, she didn't even know I did it. Thank God, because she wouldn't let me actually go live on that. What do we got going here? It is 10:05. You've got a little less than 2 minutes until the rebound. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to do well. It looks like about 1 minute, 15 seconds until you can get the rebound. I'm about to lose the buy button because at 6 minutes, if you're on the wait list, you lose the buy button. Watmiss, are you trying to win again? It's too late. You lost. You lost, but your bubble idea might win. What's your most favorite cover on this? It's kind of weird. These are the same covers. Now, I mean, they use the white background. I think that should be saved for only the secret rare IMO. What do I know? What do you think? What's your favorite cover here?
Probably the original.
The original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it looks like he's got his blade in his eye. I mean, it's not, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's crazy. This is 23 years old. It looks so new. How much was this back then? Do we know? I don't know if I can see. Was there a price? I mean, comics have gotten way expensive compared to where they were.
Is that the price on the bottom left?
If it is, I can't see right here. I don't think it is. This is that. I mean, I'm an old man. I don't have my cheaters. I need Lasix. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But it probably was like $2.99 back then, something like that. All right, there you go. I like it. Actually could see Marvel doing something like old Marvel. Well, there you go.
No, that just says www.marvel.com.
Right. Okay. So it doesn't say www.flyuncomfortable.com, right? Like it's not talking about Frontier Airlines. Hopefully not. Never fly Frontier Airlines. Everyone knows that's my thing. Don't do it. If I can help anyone, if I can teach you one thing, never fly Frontier, especially if you're over 6 foot tall. It's just my little gift to everyone in the audience. That's the best, worst, horrible comment. No, it can't be. I feel like I've had better. It's like all this stuff I do where I think like, oh, this is clever and funny. Everyone thinks it's not clever and funny. And then I'll be like, this is a piece of crap. And then everyone's like, that was the best one ever. So I don't know. Let's see how we're doing on my likes. I'm gonna have to beat you people up. All right, we got 25 likes. We can get that to 30.
I didn't even give you a like. Hold on.
Oh, you're fired. Not even the co-host giving me one. I didn't even give myself one, so I can cheat and add that. I think YouTube takes that away if I like it. Laser eyes, Wolvie. All right, so we got 12 minutes to twiddle our thumbs here. Let me pull up. Again, these are the minty fresh numbers. Just to reiterate, please be careful. These are the movies. I'd be very careful on these, especially on this comic. Not much is selling. People are very specific what they want, and they want grails. Just for right now, I think in the future, this is going to change again. We're just in this lull right now. This is the time to pick up these things. But if you're limited on gems and whatever, be careful. But I do think if you can get the Chaser, which is this comic came out in 2001, that is worth going. You could pay a little bit over floor, but I'd still be careful. But most of these other ones, try to get them at floor. And if you want to flip them to get other stuff like a Cuddles, that's your best bet. So I'll leave those up there. My collectibles, how's it going? I wonder if Wolverine in his X jacket will show up in the Agatha show on Disney Plus. I don't know. And I did you see that is coming too? Let's pull up the draw here. Am I up there? We'll come back to the Minty Fresh numbers if you want them. right here. Where is it? Oh, I thought, oh no, it's over here. Next week. Where is it here? Right here. This is coming out next week. Now, what I was, because this is, Agatha Harkness right here, number 94. We got the show on Disney Plus. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're at 5,000 again. I thought, Veve, come on, Veve. I love you. We're at 5,000. All right. So hopefully, I hope it does well. But I wish it wasn't 5,000 editions, just because I want I want you guys to do well. And I don't know, you did the 3,000 on the Mysterio, and you guys killed it. So I just hope that you kill it on here. But we got so many picky people here. 5,000. But it should be an interesting drop. Of course, I will cover it. I hope BigA will be there. And look at this. This is what blows me away. 15 cents. So 1961, I think 1951 is like 7.5 times the value. So it still doesn't seem that bad. And this is less. So what a bargain back then. 15 cents for a comic. You could probably get a hamburger, fries, and a shake at McDonald's for that. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to this. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in the show. When does that start? The Agatha show? I'm not even sure.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Are you serious? How could you're fired? We have everything. And I was just talking to the Cobra about that. And I'm like, let's start canceling this stuff because we don't use it. We got Peacock, Paramount, Hulu. Is Hulu and Disney and ESPN? That's one. We've got YouTube TV. I don't, and then we share it with everyone else. So yeah, of course now they're cracking down on that. But yeah, we do unfortunately have all that stuff. So I guess we'll see what happens on that. Let's see, my collectibles. Why would you say that? LOL. I didn't even think that would be a possibility. What about Mephisto finally showing up? I don't know. I'll tell you what, a lot of those shows on Disney are really good. So that's why we have them. That's why we have all these channels so we can watch them. But it is becoming just a waste of money. You don't create wealth by, the whole idea was we were sick of Spectrum charging us a lot. Now we're paying more than Spectrum and we have a ton of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
How much do you think you pay for like your cable and streaming?
All right. So cable, we have two internets, right? We used to have AT&T and Spectrum. Now we have two Spectrums. One is 60.
I meant like for like your viewing stuff, like your streaming.
Oh, just the viewing stuff. So YouTube, I think, is 80. And then what? 15 for the Disney package, 95.
Wait, YouTube is 80.
YouTube TV.
Oh.
Yeah, where you get to like record like all the, you get all ABC, NBC.
Wait, you use YouTube TV as like your main streaming service?
Yes, that's not my choice.
I remember like really looked into YouTube. I have like YouTube and it's like $18 a month for the premium.
Yeah, I have the YouTube premium for $13.99. That's different. That I consider a business expense.
Right.
This is YouTube TV. Who thought they came here for comics? And you got this. By the way, we got about 8 minutes until the market opens. But yeah, so trust me, this kills me. I want to get rid of it. So we've got the YouTube TV, we got the Hulu Disney crap, we got the Paramount, which I think is Paramount the one we get through Walmart Plus. Then
I get Paramount. I have DirecTV Stream, and it's Paramount's part of it.
It's part of that. So we get one of those with that. Then we have Peacock. Then she gets her mom BritBox. I mean, like, trust me, I want to jump off a bridge. If only John Bon Jovi could save me. Did you hear that? He saved somebody last night from jumping off a bridge.
So the original question though was how much you think?
How much? So 80, 95.
Ballpark. I'm just curious.
Probably 115 plus another 115 on internet, just the internet. Oh, and that doesn't even include my YouTube, regular YouTube Plus, which is $14 a month. Yeah, no, it's not smart. It's not how you grow.
No, I actually pay a lot more. I pay
really
DirecTV Stream, but I have like the Max, the Paramount, the Showtime.
You get it all.
Yeah, it's like $175.
Well, okay, hold on. Here's the Cobra here. Cobra, what did I get? She's thinking now. She's thinking, how much is this costing us?
But I'm gonna look at the YouTube TV because
So
really,
YouTube,
I only watch the pay channels like movies
mm-hmm.
and then the games, the NFL games.
Yeah,
But
I do think YouTube TV's nice. We like the DVR on it. You get everything that we need on there pretty much, and whatever we don't is filtered through those other channels. But it's still more. Like I could live off of Netflix, my regular YouTube Premium, and Amazon Prime. I'd be fine.
yeah,
But there's two other people in this house and who need their, buying Beverly Hills and whatever all that crap is. Yeah, so we get it. Don't get me wrong. I do watch all my fat people shows, the 600-pound, life and sisters and dogs, whatever all those ones are. Ace Rig Move, good to see you. His vault value is going up. Yeah, I do see prices going up
a little bit more again.
Now, I do think a lot of that could be due to people raising the floor price on certain things, but people are buying stuff. There's people are looking for deals. That doesn't mean necessarily the market's going to jump, but I do think people are looking for deals. And I think once we get into next year, hopefully we'll be in a better place. All right, let's see. That was aimed at you shit talking me when you thought I wasn't watching. I didn't think you weren't or were. I didn't know what you were doing. But how much do we spend, babe?
You're on the couch again.
She's on the couch upstairs. Go tell me what
you're on the couch again.
Oh, tonight. Yes. I'm on here, everyone. People haven't seen this in a while. Okay, hold on. This is a day in the life. Where the hell is this thing? God darn it. Did I lose it? Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, here you go. This is a day at the Cobra Dojo, everyone, in case you haven't seen this. I wish our sofa was that comfortable. It's like an old love seat. I'm just kidding. It's actually very comfortable. But yes, I might be spending a night on the sofa. Bruin 88 Gambit just sits around playing solitaire. That's funny. Yeah, G Money, good to see you. Yeah, I think a lot of it is delisting, but it's still a sign of something. Ultra Rare 517, just pull. Congrats on that, Crypto MFs. Let's see. I have a spare bedroom for MBE. Nice. Well, I got a place to go. Yes, Paramount Plus with Walmart. I pay $5.99 for Disney Plus and Hulu $1.99 a month. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Been buying deals. We're going to be in a better place when they give us a glimpse of what's coming at the AMA incoming. Do we have an AMA incoming? I hope we do.
I don't know if it's confirmed, but it was hinted at.
Hinted at? Yeah. So, I mean, everyone loves updates. And what would stink is that maybe they're close to something, but not that close to tell us quite yet. And they want to wait until then. But now everyone is like, talk to us. And then we have other people, who were big into Veve and they're upset and they want Veve to come out. And I get it. So hopefully they'll come out and give us an update. We had a runaway this morning. I had to chase them down, get them back in the hutch. Oh, the little bunnies. Oh my God. Another fucking bunny bullshit hutch in our yard again. I don't know. I didn't cut the grass. Another 3 weeks of hell of letting the dogs out. So we put a dog crate on top of the hutch during the day so the dogs can run and go to the bathroom. But the rabbit likes to feed right when it's right in the morning and right dawn and dusk type thing is when they like to feed. So it's a pain in the ass with these damn rabbits. No more rabbits. I'm going to put up a no more rabbit sign out.
Is it like a wild rabbit that came and had babies in your yard? Is that?
Yeah, they have them in the yard and they put them in the grass that was high. And is there like a scare rabbit, like a scarecrow? Do they make something like that? Right? Like something that comes out. Like what is a predator of a rabbit? Like I'll just put a wolf in
dog. They're not going to be there long enough to have a baby if there's a dog chasing them out.
I mean, the dogs see the rabbit come in and they're like, ah, scratching at the door and everything. The rabbit's just looking at them and does this. I mean, the rabbit just doesn't care. He comes in there and
I would say just open the door, let them chase them away, unless you think they're gonna like catch it and hurt it.
Well, they've already her dog already murdered one a couple months ago, or a month and a half ago. And the other night I saw Miley out there just looking in. By the way, it's almost time to snipe the market, looking down, and I open the door and then you hear that horrible little rabbit cry. So I don't think she killed it, but I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I told her, I'm so sick of this. If you're going to give me crap for not wanting to take the dog out late at night, then I'll just take a shovel and put them in the dumpster. Is that mean? I don't know. Is that mean? That might be mean.
Pretty bad.
Is that pretty bad? I was joking.
They have like animal rescue.
Yeah, maybe I do that.
Yeah.
Do they have like two rabbits in a truck or something? We can move them to like somebody else's yard. Because
go on like Facebook. They always have like ladies that have like little animal rescue places that take them. I know here, like raccoons and possums, when they find the babies, they'll come out. Yeah, they have people that like bottle feed them up and then release them.
Well, the last bunch we had was like that crazy expensive rabbit. This is some basic ass bitch rabbit. So these are just worthless. I don't know. I can't handle. We're not going to have this happen again. Like no more grass or something. Coyotes will clear out the rabbits, right? So with our dogs, just put an ad in local. Oh, come on, Bruin. That's funny and racist. And probably not true. At least, whatever. I won't get into it. Put them on free for pay. The problem is they need their mom, right? Babe, you'd find your ass in the dumpster right here. I wouldn't even be on the sofa. I'd be in the dumpster this time. But maybe there'd be a nice, comfortable mattress in there. All right, so I'm waiting for the comic to snipe. It seems like it takes like 2-3 minutes for it to come up. So
yeah, I get one of these too.
I don't see anything. By the way, congrats again to Fromy for winning the Veve giveaway, getting the Xmen Wolverine collectible. Lucky you, Fromy. I don't even get that. So excited for you, though. You definitely deserve that with all the stuff that he gives away. And Veve, I appreciate you coming on here and giving that to chat, because there's really no other reason for them to be here except for BigA. So we're at 28 likes, everyone. Please like. If you want to donate coffee, donate some coffee. You can do that. By the way, I think it gives a suggestion of how much, but you can give a lot less, I think. All right, so we've got one. What the heck?
Oh, wow. Cuddles is 148. And if that one sells, then it goes to 159. Then it goes to 165.
Yeah, I saw that. How many have sold, by the way? So we got 115 up. What is it? Is this the common? No, there's only one up. Let's see how many have sold. There's G Metals trying to get rid of his. Let's see how many have sold. All right, so not quite 500. 491. We've had 491 sold. So we'll probably get about 500-600 of these sold. I'm waiting for something to come up. What's amazing to me is
it's only showing that rares are like, did everyone get a rare?
Is that the blue? Is the blue? Yeah, you're right. That is the rare. Maybe people are having issues listing it, but it's still interesting to me that, with 400 or 500 sold here. There we go. Now we got it up. Okay, here we go. Now we got the comment. 245. Not a bad mint. 1039.
There we go. Yeah.
Tappy looks like he's buying them all out. Remember, there's only 3,000 of these. Be careful getting my minty fresh numbers, just because people aren't buying. I'd also be careful with 3-digit. We're already at 836 for 290. I'd say if you can get one for around 2 gems or less for the 3-digit, not financial advice, you might be able to flip it for like, a fraction of a gem, if that means anything to you. We're down to 245, so I'm not going to go there. Canceled. If there are any Haitians out there, I'm just joking. Don't take it seriously. Exactly. And again, like I said, not and this is completely separate from all the crazy political stuff. This is only, I was talking to the Cobra about this. I think the scariest thing to me just about like Twitter and all of this stuff is on any subject, the ability for people to believe stuff because they see one picture or let one picture represent an entire group of people. It just doesn't make sense. I can come up with anything like I talked about last time. We could show a picture of me slamming the desk and show Veve, and then all of a sudden somebody could put a meme out there and say, well, all Veve people are angry desk smashers, right? Which wouldn't be true. It'd be true for me, but I don't represent everyone. So I just think it's scary how quickly people believe stuff that they read, whether it's on anything, whatever news source or X or YouTube or TikTok. I take everything I read on there with a grain of salt because everyone has an ulterior motive on those.
Yeah.
And so I try to find the truth somehow. And sometimes it's really hard. But it is a little scary how quickly things spread and people are gullible to accept that stuff. Like my minty fresh numbers. You guys are so gullible on those. I hope these are ones, by the way, that I have done well in the past. So that's why I put those up here. And there's nothing coming up. Let's see how many have sold.
The two that were sub $3 sold pretty quick.
Yeah, it got down. Let's see. We're not quite at 500, just too shy of 500 sold. So that's why I think these should be sold at around 1,000 or 1,500. And yeah, I know we've got the old comics, the grails that have 60,000 or 30 or 20,000. But in the long run, again, if we get people to come back on the app and it's 100,000, 50,000, a million, that will all clear itself up because there's going to be more people who want those grails and less people that want this stuff. But these will have value because they're lower mint size. Yeah, nothing's coming up. What's the do you even have a secret rare? Let's see. And did anyone get a secret rare? Okay, 5.5 thousand for secret rare. I suggest you don't get that. 99 on the ultra rare. I wouldn't do that. 760. I'm just seeing if this is good mint. 760 on the rare. Come on. What are we doing on 231 on the uncommon. Yeah, so I find it interesting. Not that many people are actually posting their comics. They bought them and they're keeping them. Unless they're going to come on later and sell them, which is possible. Yeah, there's not doing too well. Let's see here. Of course, it is not true. Most Veve users don't smash stocks. I punch the wall. Right? That would be more accurate. That would be definitely more accurate that people punch walls. All right. Well, I'm not even gonna this. Doesn't even make sense for me to try to. I'll look down every once in a while. But yeah, here. Let's go pull up. I'm going to close a few windows here because I got a lot going on. I was going to pull up the cuddles on, let's see, let me go back here to the market. Let's pull this up.
Yeah, I mean, you called it. You said it was going to probably, as we get closer, jump up in price.
Which of course is just mostly people delist. It doesn't mean the actual value, but I've been watching it. You got that at 116. I missed your tweet when you actually got it. This is at 460. I mean, this got under 400. Those are starting to go up
to think like 260.
What? Oh, this got down to 260?
Yeah, it got under 300. I mean, it was bought pretty quick, but
I think you're right. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. But here's the thing. Everyone who wants to buy this, especially when it got low, bought it. Now, there are people who will FOMO in because they see now there's less of them. The Lisa never came down in price on the gold. I saw one the other day where I was like, ugh, I really want to get it, but I didn't do it. You can get a light stick here. Where's I'm trying to see where Cuddles is. Oh, wow. 210 for that. 34. I saw my Ahoy for $10. I almost bought it. And then I didn't buy it. I don't want to spend that much. I want 5 gems. Yeah, so you got down to 10 and somebody bought it. I guess I wonder if you can still get the physicals of this. I may never get my Ahoy Myrmiclorno. But I'd love to. I would love to finally get that, since I like to say that. I know Denny OC likes to say it too. Let's see. It's not 500 sold. Oh yeah, I always forget about the 342 that they hold back. Correct. You
They
are
held
correct.
that many, 342.
Here, let's go look. Yeah, they usually do hold a pretty good amount. Let's go
Oh, I
check.
thought it
this
was
out.
like 100 something.
Yeah, 342.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that many they held back. I mean, that's why you asked me to co-host, to like provide all this extra information that
right, exactly, to catch my mistakes there. So yes, good call, Rob T. Thank you for that. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't know how well this comic would do. It wasn't like big on my mind. Obviously I want Veve to do well, but probably on these comics they're not going to do great, at least right now in the market. There's nothing they could do unless they want to only do 100. And even then eventually that would get old. So we got to keep that in mind. So 33 in the market. Yeah, 148 and 159. These were sitting at about 128 to 133, and those
they've been holding about like 130 more or less is where they've been kind of holding, and then every now and then someone will list one for a quick sale. That's where I got mine a little bit
even cheaper. I mean, if you want the first mint, it's you might be able to call them up and get it for 200. I really wanted this 350 and he dropped it, I think, to 165. I just couldn't do it. If I hadn't spent all the money on some of the other stuff over the last couple months, that would have been fine, but my gemmies are down, so I have to be.
First mint seems cheap.
Which one?
Is 21 the first mint?
Yeah, that's the first mint.
218 seems kind of cheap.
But nobody wants it. Nobody's bought it. That's what I'm saying. You might be able to call them up and say, I'll give you 200. It's just this is not like a big IP for Veve people.
Right.
It's big for people elsewhere. But yeah, I that one of them, 44 came up for 130. I wish I had bought that. And I feel like I told somebody, and then when I went back to go, did I tell you about it? And then it was gone by the time. I think I sent it to you. 44 was 130 because I thought that would be a good hedge. It's a low number, it's the same digit. People like that. I figured that would sell easier than a 3-digit.
Yeah, I was surprised at 69. That was what, 160? That seemed.
Yeah, and it's gone now. Right? It's got so all those good mints, but those mints for stuff that people don't like. But I really do think that these Happy Tree Friends are really good collectibles. I mean, they look good. In the future, you got to think there's just a million IPs, right? There's a ton of stuff out there that people can do, and some people are going to like it, some aren't. Here, I didn't know that they showed bidding up here. Nobody's going to buy that. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying nobody's gonna buy it. Brune says thanks BE for seeing the humor in that and not taking it serious like no, absolutely. It's a funny time. I almost bought the gold silver dragon girl for 250. There's been a lot of deals where I'm just like, I gotta pass. The last big thing I bought besides the cuddles was the DeLorean. So I bought the DeLorean, binary, and I ended up flipping it for like 13 gems, so it wasn't even worth it. But I seem to take a lot of chances and take L's.
Is there a market for binary mints?
Yes, but again, I would be very careful with them. Of course, 111, 1111, those types of things. But yeah, the 1101, all those, there is a market and there are people who will buy it. It's just one of those things. If you buy it, you might have to wait a little bit to actually be able to sell it, unless you get it for so cheap you can put it up there. If I got 1111 on this, I'd probably throw it up for 20 and maybe eventually it would sell. So far, remaining editions is 2485. So this one didn't do well, but we kind of knew it, and I'm sure Veve understands that there's a lot out there. There's just a lot of stuff, and it's just catching up. And in a market where the flippers aren't seeing the value for them, it affects everyone else, because there are people who want to collect this, and then there's people who want to make money, and then there's in between, and so that kind of hurts the market a little bit. But it's normal. It's just normal in this market. Oh, by the way, we got 30 likes. I appreciate everyone. 13% going for this with 53 votes, so not very good. Again, another not great comic drop. But hopefully we got some good stuff coming up in the next weeks. I don't know. Is there anything big coming up in the movies? I don't know. What do we have coming up? You know,
In the movie theater?
Yeah, like is there any big stuff that's coming that we might get a collectible for?
Well,
I'm gonna take a look here. Let's check out upcoming.
Something big. Well, Borderlands not that long ago.
Yeah, Borderlands. Do you think they would actually have collectibles for that? And would that do well though? We've had games on here.
And Borderlands has a pretty following.
The Joker,
like a Tina and a Claptrap.
Yeah, no, those. I mean, that would be cool. Definitely. I forgot about the Joker. That's coming up, but is that 2025 or is that this year?
I'm not sure. There's something that's literally just came out or is coming out like in a week or two. What was it?
In a week or two. So September, Speak No Evil, The Killer Game, Am I Racist, The Critic. None of these look like anything I know. Transformers 1. Is that a cartoon though? Or is that? I just pulled this up here. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at IMDb just on here. What's coming up here? Little Brother. Nothing. Oh,
that many movies are coming out.
Well, yeah, we're already in October. There we go. So this will be big. I wonder, maybe they will do something for the Joker. I think this one would be a good one to give away a rare poster, like through.
I like how they have it classified as a musical, like one of the.
Really?
See that?
Yeah, that means I'm not going to go see it.
I mean, no, it's not just a musical, but they added that category.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does have Lady Gaga. I do not like musicals though. That's.
I don't know. Ask the chat. See what.
Chat. What do you guys know about Joker 2 or
what they think would be a good collectible for something?
Oh yeah,
came out recently.
Yeah, what's coming out? Let's take a guess here. What do we think is going to be coming out? I want a Batman and Joker combo statue. That would be cool. Rob T, yeah, the Penguin series. That's right. That is coming out on Max, right? Is that Max?
I think so.
I forgot I got Max too. There's another payment right there on Max. New Venom movie is coming out. In that movie, they'll announce Null will be the main villain. Venom #3 comic has already dropped on VV, which is FA Null. Yeah, absolutely. So, but they could do characters, but FA is what everyone wants. I'm stacking in real life posters. Gonna get a Joker tomorrow night. Yeah, that is a pretty cool poster. What's going on, Ronnie Lido? What do you think? Do we have something big coming up on VV through either a movie or something else? What collectible do we have? Penguin, September 19th. I'm more excited about Tulsa King, September 15th, back on air after like a year and a half, almost 2 years, actually, I think. No, a year and a half. I guess it's more like a year and a half. Did you ever watch that? Sylvester Stallone? I think we talked about it.
Yeah. I got one, Beetlejuice. That's
Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beetlejuice. That's already been out though, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Something that just came out recently. That's what I was thinking of, Beetlejuice.
NYCC is October, so maybe we do get like a Joker thing. What about our Christmas movies? I'm going through to see because I have no clue. I love the
Dune movies.
The Dune. Wait, did I pass Dune?
No, the second one came out like 8 months ago. Maybe.
Yeah. No, the Dune movies. Yeah, but with the collectible,
there's going to be more. It's an actual series.
Right. No, absolutely. And I just wonder if that would be something that would do well on VV or not. And we know this is what I'm looking forward to right here. Gladiator 2. That this is my top 3 movie. It's always running in the top 3, the original Gladiator. Love that movie. Yeah. So I'd be interested to see if this will be any good. I didn't know Denzel Washington's going to be in it. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that does.
On the surface, like usually the part 2s, like the remake the sequels, they're not too good. But I saw the trailer for it and it actually looked pretty good.
I mean, we've had some good sequels, but it is a rarity. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Beetlejuice,
best sequel.
Craven. Let's see, Joaquin Phoenix Joker as VV. The Cobra's doing laundry. She's smelling things to see if they're clean. That's hysterical. Anyone else do the clean smell? It doesn't work for me because if the clothes is on the floor and the dog takes a dump on it and smells clean, it's still not clean. So that's the kid's fault. She's now going to go on her rant. Beetlejuice, that might do well. Let's see, Halloween coming up soon too. I forgot about that. Maybe Veve released some Tim Burton items. I actually think Halloween might be interesting because there's such a big following for that. If they could do something really cool, Christmas Story collectibles, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh,
now that would be interesting. The leg lamp, that's pretty iconic. If they could bring that from A Christmas Story, interesting. That's yeah, absolutely. I think it's ridiculous, but if it lit up or you had like a window and it would light up in the window, the Biggest Bros Back from the Earthquake, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, absolutely. Keep looking. Okay,
of all those though, like the ones that could look like amazing would be the Nightmare Before Christmas ones.
They really would. You think Tim Burton would allow? I don't know how he feels about digital.
Has it been too long since the movie for it to really be popular? Because we're older, so we were around when that movie came out. And it was
well, and we've done this before, right? We've been here, done that. Here we go. Alien Wars Judgment Day. So it doesn't look like much, but yeah, I think a lot of the older stuff has a hard time bringing in people. Paddington, Bear, and now we're getting into next year. I don't know if the movies are going to drive. Captain America, Brave New World. That might be right here. That might be. Do we get our comic then? It might still be too early. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, Roblox movie. Please kill me in a video game right now. I'll pull these back up right here. So yeah, maybe we'll get some interesting stuff. I like the leg light idea. I think it's good because it's iconic. Everyone watches that every year. I think it actually, Ronnie and Veve, if you're listening, hey, I'd sign a deal with A Christmas Story. I think that'd be cool. And I bet you we could get, I forget the actor's name. I bet you we could get him to promote it, but you'd have to pay him. You'd have to pay him a little bit, but that would be kind of a cool idea. You could have the lamp and you could have the gun in a video game. There's a whole bunch of stuff you could do. From Joaquin Phoenix, Joker would be nasty. I would like the Joker. They could do something with that. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland is already on the app. Very true. Nightmare Before Christmas is still massively popular. Even Disney embeds that film in several themed events, like during Halloween. You go to any store that sells Disney items, it's a top.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't do well now, again, I still think, you go down the road many years, the stuff is going to be there. I
would definitely buy Nightmare Before Christmas, regardless of the mint number, and I would probably buy Borderlands. Those two. Borderlands would be interesting. It would be definitely interesting. What about Fraggle Rock? What if they brought? Does anyone even remember Fraggle Rock? That always kind of creeped me out. It creeps me. Yeah, that thing was very creepy. I never understood what was going on and why was everyone on acid during those years and in the 70s when they made kid shows. That's my question, because I go back and look at that stuff and I'm like, what were they thinking? What were those people thinking? But yeah, I think A Christmas Story. I think that's the one that I think would do really well. Fraggle Rock would not. I watched Fraggle Rock a week ago. Really? Are they scarred? Are they having nightmares? I should show that to my son. He's old, but he would probably be scared by it. Like, what the heck were those thingies? I don't even know. Ovaltine Secret Decoder and Red Rider. Red Rider, that's what I was trying to think of. Yes, Wapamis. So the lamp should be the secret rare, the Ovaltine Secret Decoder, and the Red Rider. And it'd be cool if they made the Secret Decoder actually decode something on Veve. Wasn't the message like buy more Ovaltine or something?
Yeah, buy more Ovaltine, and whoever can like figure it out, the first few people could win something extra from.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. So Veve, if you're listening, you're getting gold from chat here. Ronnie Lido getting the juices flowing there. Wapamis going further with it. I love it. I think here's the thing, because it's something that is now a classic and done every year. We had the Coca-Cola bear, which I thought every year that would be worth more, go up in value. It doesn't. But something like this if they did a very low mint where everyone wanted to like kind of flex with that, especially if we do get the VV-verse to have that stuff, holy cow, that would be an absolute winner, I think, for VV. And it could bring in other people. If not, though, it would be exciting enough for all of us. A Rudolph Frosty Grinch drop at Christmas would be solid. Yeah, especially, again, do very low mint stuff like that. Love Fraggle Rock. That was Jim Henson. Okay.
Yep, that was Jim Henson.
We are overdue for Jim Henson IP. VV announced Labyrinth 2 years ago, and we still haven't seen it. I don't think it would do well, though. I thought we did get Lambert. Did we not get? I thought we did get Labyrinth. Am I incorrect?
I thought we did too. Didn't we get the
Can't even spell it. How do you spell it? I gotta look at his spelling. Laby. That's what I thought I spelled. Maybe we didn't. Is there no? It's low. It's thing. Yeah, we did. Here you go. We did get it. We were overdue for, but maybe we're supposed to get. Oh, Labyrinth. Maybe we're supposed to get another one. This is what we got.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I thought so.
And look, there's still. Look how many are still in the stores. I almost thought, wait, you can get the logo, but you can't. Secret Rare. How much is this sitting at? 24 for the Secret Rare, but there's so many of them. Wow. I forgot about this. There's so many of these IPs that we forget about. Yeah, wouldn't do it. Oh, no, it's not bad. Like, I forgot about it. So there you go. We forgot. Need a bona fide Simpson drop. I think another Simpson drop would do well. We did get Labyrinth. But this is what we got. And there's still a bunch in the store. It would be nice for them to go through and burn stuff. But on the other hand, having stuff in the store, I guess, is always good. So people can buy, just have something to buy. I'm going to take a quick look here at the comic. Let's see how we're doing. Last I checked, we were less than 500 had moved, but most of those were holdbacks from Veve. Still only 26. 220 on the common. No good mints. And let's see here. Come on. 24.75 remaining. Yeah, see, my theme is if my suggestion to Veve would be to start doing these at less than 1,000, do them at 500, do them at 600, and or what? Or do a quick burn. Would they do that quickly, like within 24 hours?
Yeah, kind of like Candy will do, where they'll have like 3 days to mint the comic, and any unsold are immediately burnt. I feel like we can't do it like the death penalty, right? You can't take 20 years to kill somebody because nobody cares. They'll go be happy. It's got to be within 24 hours or within 12 hours. I'd love to see one where they do it within a couple hours. Or how about this? You have to buy it on the drop. If you don't get it on the drop in the store within the first 30 minutes, that's it. It's gone. I would like to see them experiment with that. There's probably reasons they're not doing that I'm not thinking of. There's always unintended consequences of these things. I know they don't want to affect other collectibles, but honestly, if this is what we're going to have, we want to see them sell these out and get people excited. I understand we'll still get fatigued after a couple weeks of a very low edition size, but they've got to do something to get new people in and worry about the future of these comics later, because they we want them to bring in money. But yeah, Simpsons would be nice. Let's see, Guillermo del Toro films are insane, and I would go for something like Pan Labyrinth. Yes, for sure. I think people would go for that. Again, low edition stuff, that or something like Hannibal Lecter stuff. I don't know where they go. I don't know where the next run of stuff is. I mean, I think, if you started, what really like brought a lot of people into Veve was like having a cool character you could take a picture with in AR. Like at the most basic, like when you introduce like your friends to Veve, it wasn't like, hey, check this. And you're like, no, let me put something in AR and let me show it to you.
Right.
So, I think like a Jack from Nightmares Before Christmas or a Bart Simpson is something people would be really excited to kind of like put in AR and take a picture with.
Yeah, I think they
like Hoggle from Labyrinth.
No, but I think you're right. Like, what would be fun to interact with and something that in the future, by the way, ahoy, Denny Jose, I was just talking about you. I pulled up those ahoy Myrmicornos. There was one for 10. I didn't get it. It's now at like 15. All right. So what I was thinking is if I go to Chat GPT, what is the most popular? I'm assuming it will know ever. Let's see what it comes up with. What do we got here?
Okay.
Most popular intellectual property ever. Pokemon. There you go. They've already done Hello Kitty. They've done Winnie the Pooh, Star Wars. So all of that. I mean, so that's basically just the same stuff that we have now. I don't know where else you would go with that. I don't know. What else would you? Whoops, hold on a second.
I mean, we've said a bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, if Veve wants to become like the ultimate digital collecting app, they're gonna continue like just getting more and more IP, so the IP is gonna continue to grow.
Right, there's gonna be new stuff where people are gonna be, I want to see that. That would be cool to see or whatever. I don't know, like we never know, right? What's the next big thing that we're gonna get here? Let's see.
And it's not as simple as like, hey, we like Borderlands, so let's release it next week. You have to probably take a year or two to negotiate the license and whatnot. Maybe with like an upcoming movie, because they could see it as like a way to get some marketing for the movie. They could fast track the IP license deal. So maybe that is a new avenue they could pursue, where they try and help market like new movies by releasing their collectibles and maybe pulling in people from the movie.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do this once all this, let me ask you this, because you're more into the crypto world. Do you feel like it's becoming less of a 4-letter word? I know NFTs and digital collectibles, obviously certain crypto is coming to the forefront. The memes kind of died down a little bit. Do you think things are looking up, or do you think there's still a group of people?
As far as NFTs in general?
NFTs and crypto in general too. I start with the NFTs. What are you seeing? Not in the already market, but the other people outside who hate it.
Yeah. I mean, NFTs really were meme coins last bull cycle. Anybody would just make a bunch of pictures and sell them, and anybody would just buy them because they knew they could sell them quickly for more money. There was that 90% of the project. It wasn't anything of substance. It was just, let's make something quick so we can flip it. So, that's what got the bad stigma out there. And especially with like all the influencers kind of pushing their own projects and then rugging them, just like all the influencers are making their meme coins and then rugging them.
Right, exactly.
Rulo said he was never going to sell. He sold. You had Hulk Hogan come out with a token and claim he got hacked. Maybe he did, but I don't think NFTs have as big a stigma now as they did last bull run, because you're not seen. I think meme coins have that stigma now. Like when I was talking to my friend up the street who does really well in traditional finance, and I was showing him like my meme coin purchases, he half looked at me like I was retarded.
Yeah, but you were playing the game pretty nicely. Like if you
look, it's a game. It's a gamble. Right. It's a high risk gamble. It's little money. It's fun. This is not like my futures on meme coins, but it's not something that's like respected. Whereas NFTs might start coming around, especially once you see them start getting more into the gaming world as not just a way for them to make extra money. It's basically a way for you to own your own stuff and control it.
Right, which is what we've always talked about. And I think once you get to that point, that's where you get the masses to adopt all this stuff to say, okay, now it's a skin in a game that I can move around, and it may seem difficult now, but I think we're going to move towards that way. And people, somehow we got to represent it differently. I always try to say digital collectibles. Some projects I'm on actually say you're not allowed to say NFTs, although some of the people within those companies still do it. I think we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. That's why, like with Gamesodes and working for the gamification of Inspector Gadget, Davis Breimer there, I think he's got a really good thing on his hand. I don't know how well it's going to do. I hope it does well. I know some people in here have been done stuff on there. But I like all these people trying different things. I like Cryptoys, what they're doing. We just need to see it. And once we can see it in action, see how people react. I just think somehow we've built up such a big picture in our head. We may be disappointed when things don't go as crazy as we think they will when we get what we've asked for, because I don't think the market is quite ready for this in any form. It's a very small niche, in my opinion, but I do think this is something the masses will adopt, just like they did with Amazon. I don't know if I can compare it to Amazon, but I do think that this whole space is where now it feels like it's such a small group is going to get big. I just can't imagine that this isn't going to be a thing. It might be a little bit different form, but it will be here in some form.
Yeah.
And our Veve stuff should do well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a niche of a niche of a niche. It's basically like in crypto, which is a niche. Then it's an NFT, but then it's a niche within the NFT community. And then even within that, it's like, because it's not transferable and kind of like a centralized platform, that makes it even a further niche group. So it's very small group, but if the digital collectibles becomes a thing, Veve's definitely positioned to be the leader in it. But that doesn't mean you're going to stay the leader either, because look at with Kodak.
I was going to say Kodak losing Polaroid, all of those companies who had.
Well, Kodak didn't move into the digital. They were Nokia had the best phones. They lost because they didn't move along. They had, look at the Blackberries. The Blackberries wanted to always keep their little thing, hey, it's not broken, so we're not going to change. And
which is stupid. You've got to always be adapting. Yeah. I mean, we see that with iPhone, with Apple, with Samsung, with their Galaxy phone. They're always updating and changing and looking for interesting things and trying to up the other one. You got to do that just to stay relevant.
And to be fair, like Veve has done lots of changes and updates. Like, look at what Veve was 2 years ago and today, where you have all these different sites and ways to put gems in, and absolutely all the mechanics for drops, crafts. We didn't even have crafts back then.
I know, now we finally have them, which is
really cool. MCP points, you get OMI rewards. So they're definitely continuing on. I'm just saying it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed. I think the biggest thing people are so worried about is the ownership aspect, and I think they think interoperability means that they have that's full control, full ownership. Again, I've always talked about, I wish the terms of service had things changed a little bit about ownership, but look, I'm not a lawyer. I kind of understand why they word things the way they try to. But do you think decentralized or centralized? I feel like they can exist together. You can have both, and you're going to have, But I feel the masses are going to accept centralized over decentralized.
Yeah,
unless they change the ability to not lose everything you own.
I think decentralized is big for their current target audience. That's right. A little bit, but once it gets to the masses, most people might like the safety of just, you have it on this app, it's centralized, so you don't have to worry about your account drain. Just like having the difference between having some USDC on a hot wallet versus having it in a bank.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
you don't physically control your money that's in the bank, but you also have like that peace of mind, like, you know, you have the FDIC insured.
I was to say it's insured. It's there, at least
Yeah.
insured up to 250,000. When are they going to raise that amount?
So
That's
it's
been
just
the amount forever.
diversification. I'm fine with this.
Right.
You also have like decentralized NFTs and lots of them. So
Right. I think again, you know, people, I think the biggest thing, people come in and they think they're going to make $1 million. You got to be careful with these high risk. If it's high risk, you know, you need to be careful, and people want to put 10, 20, 30% of their savings into something like this. That may not be the smartest move. It's probably a very tiny percentage, and people can't fathom, oh, I'd only spend, you know, 2% of what I want to invest. It's not that much money. But if this does well and you have some stuff, then you're still in the game without giving up all your money, and you're in other projects or stocks or buying a duplex or whatever you do, and you have your money all over the place, which is a safer bet to diversify, as you would say.
yeah.
Let's see. Matthew's saying Veve couldn't really operate as a proper business when too high of a percentage of people set up shop to buy, sell, and transfer gems and NFTs outside the Veve app. Well, so they make their money. Well, first of all, on OpenSea, they got rid of the basically the contracts, right? Like it's a suggestion whether the person who made that stuff gets paid, right? Didn't they take that away, or am I incorrect on that? So they'd have the, you know, the maker could put, I want my 8.5%. It used to be they enforced that. Now, isn't it just a suggestion, or am I incorrect?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think most people would feel, the ones that are really big on the decentralization part, I think they would feel really good if we had transfers back, even if they were like transfers with like a fee, like a small fee, or like, you know, you can do 2 transfers a month or something,
or pay MCP points or something that puts something at risk.
Yeah.
And that risk to value, something like that. Or like you said, what you don't want is somebody eating up the floor and then try to do a trade, and then all of a sudden Veve's like, well, we want our 8.5% or whatever. But I do think what would be huge for Veve that we really need is the ability to sell sets. I know Mr. V would love to be able to sell a set of 1, 2, 3s of whatever he has. That's a whole other dynamic that we've been unable to do because it's so risky. I can put it out there and you just got to hope somebody doesn't snipe it. Now, there aren't as many people. It's probably easier to pull that off, but it would be nice to do it. And I do think trading would be good. They just have to figure out the how to do it properly within the legalities of all the different countries we're in. Notcher is here to bring happiness and positivity. You are still alive. Yes. What a fail drop. Well, it certainly didn't sell a lot. I don't know if that's a fail or not, but it did not sell a lot.
I mean, it wasn't expected that it was going to sell a lot.
I don't even think, I mean, we have this idea that Veve is just like, they have this belief that this was going to sell out. I don't think that they thought this was going to sell out. They knew what was going to happen. They have the numbers. They probably know almost to the exact amount how many we're going to sell. But again, they have to pay the bills. They have to pay Marvel. We don't know what their terms are.
Well, they might be also contractually obligated to, we'll give you this, but you have to drop these comics that are popular.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so Matthew's saying there are also people who demand things like full custody and full interoperability, which is decentralized, but then the same people demand transparency and roadmaps and answers, and that's centralized. I think the problem is, and it's not for me, but you know, a lot of people were expecting a lot of stuff. Again, I talk about how I think Veve kind of blew up bigger than they were expecting, quicker than they were expecting. All of a sudden they had a lot of people and a lot of money. I don't know the real numbers, but then we had the fake gems, the inflated prices and everything, and everyone was so happy. And when we found out that wasn't real, did Veve have some fault in that? I don't know, but it wasn't all their fault for the conditions in the market. When you have something that's dealing with money, you're going to have scammers and stuff like that try to just take advantage of people. So, but there's a lot of people put money in and they want answers. But I do think at this point they have the answers they're going to get. So if you're not happy, might be a good time to just move on and save your energy, because it's not going to, you're only going to give yourself an ulcer. Transfers should only come back with oversight and approval of the transfer by Veve. And I would be okay with it. I think that would be totally cool. We need offers in Veve. Offers. You mean where I can go up to somebody and buy their collection? Is that what that means?
No. Like you have on any NFT platform, like where you have like standing offers that you can make, and then like you go into your collectible and it shows you have this standing offer and you can accept it.
Yeah. I actually, it's not a bad idea. Not sure. And I don't think
that would add extra liquidity, because people will put a bunch of like probably low ball, but if someone wants to get out and sell something real quick, they can just in one click sell it.
It's not a bad idea. I almost wish they'd have something like that where it was a private offer, so people don't know what I'm going after. But I like that idea. Not sure. There you go. See, sometimes he's not all FUD. People just like to sound smart, saying cool words in this space. Nothing I say is smart or cool, so I'll just put that out there. Bulk sales is a must. I think that would be nice. Have to be able to sell full sets or bulk sales to entice better sales. I like I said, I know Mr. V and other people have big sets. I have some sets. I haven't put many sets together, and I really don't want to sell them, but eventually I might. So yeah, I think that would be good. Disney Marvel terms are heard. McFarlane Toys goes after years, finally a great deal, but guess Veve got one of the worst deals. I don't even know. Look, we know they can change deals. They may not want to change. I'm like locked on him now. See, he not sure broke my system here. I'm trying to move on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, a deal is a deal, right? But even in commercial real estate, when the market was going bad, I was able to renegotiate a deal. So, I think it would be, I really like the idea of offers. I mean, honestly, it seems pretty basic, and I hadn't thought of that. Let's see. We have scammers when there's Web3, no trust, no transparency. Sales data would be a good step. Does it matter though? Like BigA, you tell me about like the data side, because you know more about this than me.
I think that's a huge piece that Veve's missing. Just have an activity tab, show what's recently sold. Like that's also something that like every single other NFT platform has. It shows you what was sold. Like Candy Digital, when they were DC, they didn't have it. Now they have it, and it's the best thing, because you can see a floor, but a lot of times on the lower collectibles floor, it has nothing to do with what's
actual value. We saw that. We did that the other day with the Elmon X, right? It
yeah.
was like we totally made Bruin and Kryptoni were crying afterwards because they thought they had like an extra $200 dollars of value that maybe not really be there. So okay, so there you go. This is why you're here. These are things that some people care about and others don't, but the movers and shakers do care about this. And honestly, that's
I think most people care about it, and that's why on Stacker, that was one of the things they like most about it. Shows you like the most recent sales.
Right.
The only thing it shows it wrong, because it shows you what the floor is after that sale, from what I've seen. So like on bigger collectibles that there's not many listed, they're not actually showing the price of the one that just sold. It's showing the floor after that one sold. I guess just the way it's coded. So it's not super.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like something hard to do. I don't know why they're not doing it, but if you're listening, Veve, I think that's something potentially you should consider, because I think that would be, there's, first of all, you're always going to have people upset at them, and if they only do one of the 10 things they want, they're still not going to be happy. But every little thing you can do to get people back in here or more interested is important. G Money saying they need to fast track offers. It's a win-win all around. I agree.
Yeah,
thinking about it. Denny OC, to fight against pump and dump, we need to run programs over data. This is we only can do when Veve becomes Web3. Let's see what Matthew has to say. Let's see. We're considering a find and offer feature, which would be cool. This feature lets you find collectibles that are not listed for sale in the store market and initiate contact with the owner to make a private. If that's the case, that's what we're missing. I mean, And again, I said it last time, I've said it many times. We need to be able to communicate with people within the app. That's good for Veve. We should never be leaving the app to anywhere else, because every minute we spend, X knows this, YouTube, Facebook, they all know this. They're fighting for minutes and seconds for you to stay on their app or in their channel or whatever. When I leave, you've just lost my attention. So I love the fact that if we could do that within the app and make offers and contact people, I think this would be huge for Veve. And I think sooner than later, this would be a big game changer for them. I think so.
I think just having an activity. I think just having like a recent activity tab, like if you're looking for deals in the market,
right,
especially like on stuff that you don't see on the market very often, seeing if like it's been 6 months since one sold and it sold for a lot less, then it's not such a good deal as you thought it might be. Whereas you would see something that maybe you hadn't noticed, but you see that they're actually selling a bunch of them and close or above what the floor is of the one that just listed, then you'll probably pick that up where you might. If you did.
Maybe, and this is just a thought that popped in my head, and I don't really care because it's going to happen no matter what. You might get people in groups that might be like, all right, let's make this scene look like it's selling, and then whatever. But you just got to be smart about those scenes. Bruin doesn't like the lowball offers you get on OpenSea, but I think having having that feature would be really good. I think that would help. Veve mentioned it before that they will have messages in which you can make private offers and can look up any mints, even if not on the market messages that a user, but I don't know when that will come. Here's my thing. We already have companies that are doing it outside the app. They've got I guess they've got an API. They're getting the information. I think Veve should offer it. I know they've talked about where in the past they were going to have that monthly program where if you were a master collector, it'd be free. Otherwise, it'd be a monthly fee. There's things that they can do to create money and give that to people. It'd be nice if they gave it to everyone. I think that would be better. But there's also a potential revenue stream for them if they were to have a plus Veve membership where you can do things like this, especially a lot are going to be flippers and they're going to be making money. Why not try to make money off of them? But yeah, I think it's something they can do, and it's easier than the Veveverse because the information's already there, right? Like this isn't hard, right? BigA,
yeah,
it's there. This feature provides capabilities, find users who own the collectible, which is important, you're interested in, and make private offer with the owner directly where they can accept or decline. Absolutely. Yes, it shows floor, and that is it. What's going on, Guri? Good to see you. Hope you were doing well. Glad to have you here. By the way, just a real quick here. I don't think we're looking at the comic. I only had 60 votes, 12% going for this. Not great. But I don't think Veve is foolish. I think they knew this probably wasn't going to do that well. And it is what it is. We don't know all the reasons why they didn't lower the mint size. But at least Veve has been lowering the mint size. Usually you have smart that's what I was trying to think of the name. Smart contracts, right? Someone says in it that he wants X OMI for an NFT, then you agree and he gets the OMI and you the NFT. It is tracked on blockchain. Of course, you can also do all that. So let's see. Sales data will give validity to the worth. Can you think of any reason why we don't have all the data? Is it just like, what would they be trying to protect?
I just think it might just be they haven't put the time to coding it in, and they're prioritizing that time on something else. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't think there's any reason why they would like purposely be holding it back. I would see it more as like it's just not a priority.
A priority. Okay, fair enough.
I would it's just assumption because we don't know.
Right. Absolutely. Also, I'm not speaking for VN. I'm just a guy. I just provided quotes from sources. No, I appreciate it, Matthew. All this stuff, there's a lot of talking out there, and it's important to get to talk about this. I only use feed on Veve to try and contact somebody. Most of the times I don't succeed. Trust me, Guri, me also. So it'd be nice to have a way to search for the mints we want, to find the guy and make an offer. There's just some people who just don't want to communicate. They don't want to,
would give you like a little notification. You have an offer on this.
Yeah, I think it would be great. Even if it's a lowball offer, sometimes you just got to get the juices going. I mean, I contacted people on some collectibles I wanted. They were willing to go much lower, and I was willing to go higher than I really wanted to get what I wanted. So we were able to make a deal. And sometimes they're on a different time zone. They don't see it. I don't get all my messages. So I think to have a better system to contact people within the app would be just absolutely wonderful. The missing sales data is also a loss for value of those NFTs. It's important to see history. Sales data is an important part of history of an NFT. So there you go. And chime in anytime you want. I'll stop. I'm just trying to get through these. I would shut off offers from my collectibles if Veve didn't enable private offers for my collection. It is irritating to see all the lowball offers. Yeah, but maybe Brewer, maybe you'd have, I don't know, a light. I'm not saying from which collectible, but let's say you have a light that you really don't care about, and you got it for 10, and somebody offers you 25. It's a decent mint, but you can go into the information and find out, it's not really selling. Nobody really cares. And maybe it's a collector of that, and they can convince you, because a lot of times I'll give good deals to collectors. I win, they win. And without this mechanism, you would never know. It's just my thought. Burn 88, it should have an auto decline like eBay, anything under 20 or whatsoever, auto decline. So there you go. You could have something where it's just basically an FU right back to them instantly, right? Make sure everyone hits that like button for the boys. Don't forget, like I did. Yes, please do that. I do appreciate it. Yes, thank you, Kryptoni. Do appreciate it. Good information. Absolutely. They mentioned a while ago something called MCP Pro. Maybe that's what I was talking about, where it was going to be like $20 or you'd get it if you were a master, which would be a monthly subscription, but would be free to certain ranks like master. Yep. I don't exactly know what would entail, but this is 2 years ago. And I do remember that. And that's what I was kind of talking about, or trying to remember what that was. I know that they abuse IMX. They mint blanks and pushing data later to it. They do not mint like usual people mint on IMX, just to hide data and sell data to third-party business. So why IMX? So BigA, you know more about IMX. What's going on IMX?
I'm not familiar with the minting though, on what he's talking about on IMX. I've never been on the minting side of it.
I mean, we've talked about this. Unless it's an ordinal where it's inscribed on the blockchain, really, the blockchain is just information of the collectible, but it's not the visual of the collectible. So in the end, does any of that matter? And it may matter, or matters to certain people. I think for the masses, you're getting this, and not sure. It's not that it's bad. You're getting into the more technical side of, I wouldn't say true collectors, but of people who are here to make money. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with people making money and flipping and all that. All this information helps. It also helps move the market. People really said they hated the bots, but of course the bots at the time were creating insane value for our stuff. But I don't think the masses are going to care as much as for that as they would for your idea of getting offers out there.
It would become important. And this is one rabbit hole I have not dug down into. So if initially everything on GoChain,
right, and they switched it off.
So the original NFTs, like it was taught originally an NFT on GoChain. So when was everything reminted onto IMX? So
is it really the FA? Is it really the FA?
Yeah, like if one came out between there and when they got on IMX, well, the current Todd is from the date they went to IMX, like what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Well, people were talking about that then, and what I would say is they had a deal. They had a deal with DC. They minted it first, and they switched how it was done. I mean, there might be people who actually matter, but still, in the end, that particular collectible, the way it looks, the way it is the first one on the blockchain. But people certainly can make the argument, well, once it went to IMX, it's no longer FA unless it was
the first on the blockchain was the one on GoChain, and this isn't the one on GoChain. This
isn't the one on GoChain. So yeah, I mean, it's certainly a fair argument. I don't know how much it will matter to.
And like I said, I haven't like dug into the exact specifics. I haven't really cared to, but maybe I'll look into it. That'd be something to be interesting.
Yeah, it's something we could definitely talk about too. Agreed. Many folks don't want to disclose to social, thus and app messaging would be awesome. And it's something easy that they could do. I've seen a chart recently showing fourth quarter 2025 and first quarter 2026 as a bull market for digital assets. The data made sense to me, and I've been quietly stacking. What do you think, BigA?
I mean, I'd be cautious with charts based on the previous NFT run, because so like last bull run NFTs ran late. So well, that tells us NFTs are going to run late this bull run, but it only ever happened once in history. We only had one NFT bull run. Yeah, they had NFTs in the 2017, 2018. They had Crypto Kitties, they had the Rocks, the ETH Rocks, they had Crypto Punks. So and they did well, but they didn't have, like right now we're having like that meme coin run where like there's tens of thousands of meme coins being made every week and they're pumping and dumping.
Right.
Like in 2020, in the NFT run, there were thousands of NFT projects being done and pumped and dumped, and most of them went to zero. So just because it's happened one time in history doesn't mean it's for sure going to happen again. So, and that's coming from someone who holds a lot of NFTs, and I think they'll do well, but I'm being also very selective with what I buy, and projects that have like strong communities. And I think you can argue Veve has a really strong community. So that's why I think it'll be okay, because you have that top group of
that
like,
core,
that
core collectors. And I think we have enough that would come back if it even just shows a little more sign of life. It's not like it's dead. It shows more sign of life. You got people that come back. I do think it's important for everyone to remember, because this happened in both digital and physical world. COVID and being locked in our homes, we had nothing to do. So I don't want another pandemic shutting things down, and we might do things differently this time. But we have to remember there were so many factors why these scenes did well, and I still think they're going to do really well. But the prices were insane because we had nothing better to do than look for stuff to do, right? Like we couldn't go anywhere potentially, or at least we thought potentially we could die. So we're going to be like, well, let me go on eBay and buy stuff, or let me see what's going on with Veve, and this is where we are now. So I think we have to keep that.
Last bull market, I think, was like one of the perfect storms where like you had COVID keep everyone home, you had all the extra free money come in, you had the money printing. So like you had people stuck at home with extra money in the middle, right as the bull run was about to start. And they wanted to they had the time to kind of speculate and gamble with that money. And it went into like this crazy NFT super cycle.
Right.
And so we might not get that where almost everything was going up last bull cycle. I don't think every coin is going to do hundreds of X's and whatnot this cycle. I think it's going to be very top heavy. Like right now, over the past month and a half, you've seen a lot of NFT projects. I would say probably the 20% of the projects are up 2-3x. The Kid Called Beast I have, that one's up. It got all the way to 0.07. It was last I checked, it was like 0.25. So that's approaching a 3.5x in a month.
It's really good.
Bored Apes, they're up like 35-40%. It's so I think a lot of projects will do well, but it's also going to be like community based and value based. So so I still think Veve is going to do well.
I think you have to be picky on what you get, and also have fun with what you're doing, whether you're collecting a special mint or certain collectibles. As long as you can afford to do it and you're having fun, just know there's still a lot of risk, and this has nothing to do with Veve. It's just a risky thing. So if you do, it's just like my parents always said about art: never buy art because you think it's going to be worth something. Buy art because you like it, and if it's worth something, then okay, that's a bonus, right? That's a bonus if the art becomes worth something. But if you buy what you like and you find value in it, then that's all that matters. We're just so used to, with that crazy run, getting making so much money, or had the chance to make so much money. And so, and not sure saying basically these aren't and I've heard people say this, and I'm not an expert, that these really aren't on the blockchain. It's some hybrid. I don't know much about it. If you want to bring it to, what was that?
It's a layer
2. It mints again in some way, but then onto the blockchain. If there is no off-chain metadata, he uses the template function. It's not it is not so complicated how IMX works, but it's too much, I guess, for chat. Well, I think it's not that hard, but it is a lot of information that a lot of people just don't understand. I don't understand all of it. I understand a little of it, and I find it very interesting. So I'm glad you brought it up. As long as we have access to GoChain info, we can prove ownership of said NFT right now. I don't know, like, what's up with GoChain? I mean, can we go back and get that data?
I mean,
and even if we could, does that matter?
But saying that became this, is that the same thing? Meaning, like, if I had an AF-15 from, what was it, the year 1960 or whatever?
1962, yeah.
Yeah, 1962, and then like it got all torn up, and like in 1970, I went to Marvel and they printed me a new copy. In 1970, so it's still old, but is it as valuable as the original copy?
It's a good point, but nobody has any of the stuff from GoChain, right? Like everything was. I remember when they were transferring it because it was taking forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, does the GoChain stuff still exist? And will it? I don't know. And I don't think a lot of people are going to be crazy about that either.
Right. Yeah, it just depends. Is Cryptoids not burning the tokens not to stop when?
Well, meaning, so yeah, that's true. So that it's not super important, but for the people that want to say, if you go to the blockchain, we can prove that this is the first Batman on blockchain, but then what you produce is a Batman that was minted 2 years later on IMX, not the original chain token. That might be an issue to some people.
It could be, or the whole world changes again.
But I also think that's going to be a minority.
I think it's going to be a minority. It's going to be, I think it's going to follow kind of what the .coms did. Nobody knows what my Simon is, but they still know Yahoo and Google. There weren't many that survived. Now, obviously, we have millions of .coms, but like the big ones, they survived and they stayed. The really big ones, and everything else just fell off. So I don't think we're going to have. There's going to be a few companies. Look, anyone can do NFTs if they want, right? They can do it. But the big companies have the big IPs. I think that's what's going to matter to most people, because I think in the end, and I could be wrong, but a crypto rabbit, if I made one for my backyard rabbits, right? Like nobody's going to care about that at some point, even if it was rare and I promoted whatever. But I assume they're going to still like Marvel and DC and all that fun stuff. I think that's what people are going to want, but what do I know? I'm old. I have no clue.
I agree, but you also have a lot of the big companies. They're not exclusive with their IP. So
yes, this is true too. Right.
That also could be an issue if all the stuff we have on Disney, all the Disney stuff we have is now an NFT on Fortnite. They're not going to really care if it's the first one on the blockchain on Veve if you got like the same thing on Fortnite, because Fortnite has such a big reach. So that's
right.
A lot of competition.
No, absolutely. And Kryptoni, you're right. Like he loves doing this, loves the collecting. He can afford to do what he's doing within the app, and he's still making songs, and he's up for a Grammy this year. Congratulations. Yeah. So I mean, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. And why you're here, I don't know, but it's awesome that you're here hanging out with both of us and just giving your thoughts. And I think that's what a lot of people are just here to collect. Others are here to collect and make money. Others are here just to make money. And I don't think those aren't bad people, any one of them. Like this whole idea that you have to be a collector at heart. If you have fun coming here and making money, great. You know what? You do your part in the market. Just like people who go to restaurants, there's some people who pay full price. There's some that use coupons. There's some that tip better than others. You need all those people to make this world go round. You all mid-curving it.
You're saying like mid-curving Veve? Like, look, to be clear, I own a lot of Veve stuff, or
right.
Just in comparison, I don't know really anything, but but like I'm not saying it's not going to do well. I'm just saying if we're going to talk frankly about it, we have to like say that it's not guaranteed. It could be competition.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Definitely going to be an issue, but you have to have an honest conversation and say, oh, well, this is obviously going to be the next Amazon. Digital collectibles are going to be like what everyone is going to move away from physical to digital, and BB is going to be the next Amazon. Like, it could, it's possible, but you also have like other stuff that could happen. So you have to.
It's stuff we just can't even fathom. We can't even predict. We don't even know.
Yeah. Nobody knows, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to if people buy more than they sell, and people participating. But I like to diversify.
That's a smart way to do it, right? That's the safest way.
Yeah.
And you could still lose. But with you, your money to spend on this stuff is completely different than like your living retirement fund. And a lot of people, though, are looking for this get rich quick, easy scheme. And it looked like that was going to happen on Veve. And now here we are. And it's much harder to do if you can even do it. But I still think it's fun. I love hanging out with everyone. I love hanging out with you and chat and talking about these things because it's interesting. You know, the biggest thing, and you can see my little scrolling thing go across, is be careful. This isn't financial advice. Buy what you can afford. Do your own research. It's an important factor in all this. But if you're having fun, then you're not losing. That's how I look at it.
And to be clear, like I have like zero financial training background. I've done well in investing. I've done well in real estate, crypto, but my investing has been pretty lower risk. I basically, bought some higher end assets and held, and they've gone up. And I haven't made many of the 100, 200 X's. And the ones I have made, they're pretty small money, like $200 to $8,000, $9,000, like 200,000 to 22 million.
Right? Wouldn't that be? I do remember that one that you spent the 200 and got like 8 or 9,000. That's a good win.
Yeah, that was Kong. It was like 2.
Yeah, that's right. You had even told me, but I think I had a little bit, but I did not do as well as you. So
yeah, if thanks to Mo, he talked me into taking some profits, because I took those profits at like the Pico top, and then it went way down from there, like 90%.
Which was smart. Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly right. Like, you never know when the top is, but you certainly know when you've made profit, right? Like, you can't lose taking a profit. You could be upset, I guess, that you didn't get as much as you wanted. I'm a diamond hand collector. Let's see. And I'm here for ownership and full autonomy on the assets. There you go.
But you might not get that. Right. So how do you move forward?
Right. If you don't get that, I mean, he'll be here for good drops, and he'll make us money. And, if this gets really big, people will start collecting more and keeping stuff and hoping its value will go up. Let's see. I do not eat an apple because eventually I become an apple core. I'm right. Let's see. I have the highest conviction on the comic side. Yeah, I think I've actually thought about this, contacting some, not huge comic book collector YouTubers, but some that are, have a good audience, and just talking to them about this, because I would like to hear their opinion, because I think a lot of them don't want to go this route. But honestly, with all the crazy stuff with CGC, why not? This seems like it could be a more secure system. But of course, it'll never be the same as the original AF-15, right? You'll never be the same.
I mean, elevator pitch of like collectibles, comics, I think does make the most sense. You already have like a big community of people reading comics digitally with their new subscription services and online releases. So now this gives you a way to own them. I just don't get excited for comics, me personally. So it doesn't. So I've always had like almost all collectibles. I'm like 80, 90% collectibles. And the comics I do have are just ones I gambled on that are worth a decent amount, or worth so little that it's not worth selling.
Right. You're not going to sell it for one gem. Absolutely. And I get that.
I might as well just hold it and hope it goes.
Sometimes I'm like, screw it. You know what? I'll just keep it. I took my chance and I lost. But Matthew makes a good point. Blockbuster did very well for many, many years, and then Netflix beat them. It doesn't mean that they were bad. It just, they actually did try to get into, I don't know if you remember the old Blockbuster video boxes, like the red box. They tried to do that, but of course that wasn't good because you had to go digital. Netflix, was able to translate their monthly DVD people into their streaming stuff in 2008, 2009, which I remember they only had like 10,000 things you could stream, and it sounds like a lot, but it's not. And it was like you couldn't find anything. And here we are now. Blockbuster's gone. They couldn't do the streaming. They couldn't do what Redbox did, and then they couldn't. They never translated that into what Netflix does. But they still did a good thing. And they don't even have that one store open, do they? They had one store left. I think it's closed. Let's see. Go Brown Wolvie.
Brown Wolvie. It's doing good.
Oh, what am I at now? Hold on. Let me go flex.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah, I've got the Mint 74. It's the best one you
can.
Oh,
that's right. You still had you had the 74 and the 80, right? And you sold the 80.
No, I didn't have the 80. Who had the 80? Josh something, I think, had the 80.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see. What's it at now? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I gotta go to the market, not my collectibles. I guess I can go to my collection. Here we go. Let's go check it out. Oh, where are you? This poster's doing okay. I feel like I picked the wrong. Here you go. Let's check this puppy out. Where are we at? Do I need to raise my price so it doesn't sell? Oh, yeah, but look how much I paid. $8.99. Where's it at right now? Floor is $8.98. I don't believe it. How do I see the floor price?
I don't use
Yeah, I don't ever either.
Wait, is that what you were selling it for?
No, I'm gonna sell it. Wait, I hate using this. Is too scary.
Yeah, floor price $8.98.
How do I? What the fuck? Did it just list?
Oh shit!
So.
No.
Okay, Jesus, I hate this. Like, I don't understand. Oh my god, don't take it, people. I'm gonna be so mad. I guess I'd only lose like.
No, it said sell now, so obviously it can't be listed if it's giving you the option to sell it.
Yeah, but it wasn't letting me change the price. Holy cow, I almost had a heart attack. I'm raising the price because I don't really want to sell it, but I am gonna raise the price. Holy shit. All right, here we go. Now I have it up for 3,000. I don't know why. Seriously, I did just have a little mini heart attack. That was really weird that I couldn't change the price on it. I don't know how to use this stupid listing thing on here.
I always go to V1. I still don't really like, or haven't gotten used to. I'm so used to V1 that I just stay on V1.
Right. So imagine 95 saying I won't rent video games or games from Blockbuster because they will go bankrupt in 2010. Let's see. Honestly, I have faith in this project, 100%. I get things go to zero, but if Veve doesn't make it in this space, nothing will. I mean, there's some truth that I think they've got what they need. Now, there's been plenty of companies that have what they need and they don't adapt fast enough. But I'm seeing Veve doing things to try to adapt. Now, it may not be at the pace that everyone wants, may not be fast enough, but I think they'll do okay. Collectibles are way cooler. I agree. I big collectibles to treat myself. Yep. Matthew Levy always makes good points. Look at that. We've got frenemies. Pizza and a trip to Blockbuster on Friday night. Those were the days. I remember that, going like just flipping through and what's there. And then they had those what was it, a monthly deal? There's also Hollywood Videos. I don't remember that. It was like $20 a month and you could get 3 movies out at a time or something like that.
I think we had like one of them. I don't think I even really went there.
I think Mr. V's laughing at my heart attack. I'm so in love with Veve and their assets. The best thing ever for fandom people like me, but ownership is so important, which is fair. The potential for collectibles is high. I think people used to say the comics were the big thing, and here we are now. Collectibles are the thing. Holy shit. I feel damaged now. Like whatever just happened there, my cortisol levels, because like I knew I didn't want to sell at the price, but I was trying to click to change the price.
When do you have it
at? 3,000.
No, when do you have it at before you raised it?
1974.
Oh.
So Josh R has 80, which of course is 1980 is the year that suit came out, but 1974 is the year it came out. So 3,000 for it. Honestly, I'd probably be mad if it sold, but if it sells, it sells, and then I've got those gems. But I do like having it. Yeah, it's going up. I think people are also delisting, and You know, who knows what it's really, like you said, the data, if we had the data, we could tell what was really selling. I mean, I look at this and say, oh my God, this used to be 1,200. Now look at it. Oh yeah, 190. Oh, you can get a sub 200 for 37. You'd be like, back in the day, this would be at the top price. This three, you know, the sub 200. Just looking at these price, it's absolutely crazy. But even a lot of the mints that people collect, they don't even collect anymore. Look at you, Mr. V. 5555. Great mint right there. Lots of good stuff. I do think some of these FA characters are going to do well when things come back. You know, when the market comes out, whenever that is. I don't know. Man, I used to have this. I don't remember what I sold it at, but I sold it for more. I sold 333 to Jimbo Lilingo for 150, and I'm still upset about it.
I remember that C3PO. It was like 300-400 for a while, and then
and then it just jumped.
I almost bought one. I think I was about to buy it, and I bought a Steamboat Willie, and that jumped up, and then Steamboat Willie did nothing, and eventually went down. And
I've seen that for under 100. I still want to get one, but it's got to be a good mint. I'm trying to look for a good mint. I mean, here's mine. I've got 1923 of this R2D2. I wanted to see what mints were available. And this isn't the first one, but I love that it's animated. Saying, you know,
that's the best looking one. Like,
yeah, I think so. It's very nice.
I wish that R2D2 was like an FA, because who cares about like the little golden statue? Like, that's the one that really looks good and
on a base. Yeah, on a base. Like, I like that it moves around. Hey, look right there. We've got our labyrinth right there. Somebody heard us speak and they're like, oh yeah, I forgot I should sell it. Right? That's probably what they did. Let's see here. The higher potential with utility. The minute you token gate a game with a Veve collectible, how do you look at all those bond collectibles and not see in-game assets? I mean, it would be really cool. Marketing tips. Got a common 1943 mint. What do you think I could get for it from today? It's not going to be much. It's not really, I think, an important mint for this. And let me see where the market's at right now on the comic. Nothing on that is selling, actually. Let me get to it here. Got a few more on the market, though. A common 1943. I mean, the floor's at 3, and then it goes to 4. I don't even know if it would sell, you know, not financial advice, but if I had it and I wanted to get rid of it, I'd put it at 299. But then, of course, somebody will come in and undercut you. Look at the secret. 220 for the secret. No way. Ain't gonna happen. Let's see. I saw some data on in real life copies of Grail comics. The entry points are very solid relative to early 2020. I would grab some of those in real life copies, then pair them up with the Veve copies. It could be cool because, you know, then if you can do that and now start having physical and digital, I think that'd be pretty cool. Like, for me, though, I don't want too many physical things. I'd want to sell most things and have the absolute grail as a physical item. But I like the idea. If key features like narrated comics, vault options for comics, so you could display them, and bulk sales. I'll tell you what, with all this AI now, they could run those comics and just have the AI animate all that stuff. That would be interesting. Although I don't know, Stan Lee might come out of his grave and kick somebody's ass, but it still could be kind of cool. Recur is the master undercutter. Is Recur even still open? Or like,
you put Remcur.
Isn't that what he meant? Was Recur, or is it Remcur?
No, isn't that like a user on there? Or did he mean
master under? Oh, Remcur is the okay, I gotcha. Yes. Oh, yeah. Now I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, yes, he is. I don't know how he does it. How do you make money just selling things at crazy price? But I did see a lot of people with like the cuddles. See, here you go. Somebody just put one up for 2 on this comic, and there just aren't many sold. Did they even sell over 500? I mean, it wouldn't be 500 since they kept 340. Yeah, 2443. So no bueno on that, but that's okay.
Where's Cuddles at now?
Oh yeah, let's go check it out. There's your Miles at like 9. I'm sure it's not selling though.
One did sell for like 8,600 right after a month after I sold mine.
One more sold, 75 in the store, 148, then 159. So about, Now, if people get scared, this will start coming down. Ben Har has been buying a bunch. I think he's just, buying a bunch of blind boxes. I don't know how anyone does this because I never do well buying blind boxes. I can't do the thing like buy 12 blind boxes and because I'll get all comments.
Well, I bought the whole set for like the cost of 6 blind boxes. So the math was like I would have needed 10 boxes to be within like where I should have gotten one. But hey Hinano.
You would hope. What's going on, Hinano? Good to see you, man. You've missed a great conversation.
That's still not guaranteed. So
right. We're not even guaranteed to get our blind box. Honestly, if this is Gwyneth Paltrow's head in here, I would be happy. Especially if it was dipped in gold. I think I could accept that. I think I would be happy with that. Plus my 100,000 MCP points. Brad Pitt may not be happy, but I will be. I'm so interested in what's in this. Look, they're doing a good enough job to keep us interested. But there's still 75 left in the market. I don't know how many more people are going to be willing to buy blind boxes. Although at $20, if you've made a lot of money, you might take the chance. You might just in your head say, all right, I'll buy 20 of these. It's 400, whatever happens, you kind of have to commit to it. And then if you get lucky and you get 3 ultra rares, you'll get your money back or you'll get pretty close to it. I would think Curry's saying hi. 28,000 profile views. I must be famous. What are you guys at? Profile views? Nobody cares about me. Let me check. Is that a thing?
Oh, like on Veve?
Yeah, let me go check. Nobody. I've got 34,879, 344 likes. If they had a dislike, it'd be like 1,000. So I don't know. I is that a lot of views? I just figured everyone gets lots of views, but I only have I don't have that many followers. I only have 492 followers.
I never like post or sell a lot, so probably don't have.
I don't even know. I mean, people might be like, oh, because I've talked about what's a blockchain and they go look at it and they're like, oh, that asshole. That jerk. All the good conversation happen when I'm asleep. Yeah, but it's like 2 a.m. there, right? I'm just kidding. He's only 6 hours behind us. You guys playing checkers? Hope not. Someone mentioned 88 blind box and got like 14 of the chase a piece. You mean on? I thought I saw this
on Happy Tree Front.
On Happy Tree Front.
That would be a W.
I mean, I thought I saw somebody selling that.
I'd be like 1 in 6.
It was a Marvel Cuddles would be 600 gems. He's at 54,377. What about you? Oh, on Happy Tree Front. And what did you find out, Big A? Can you?
I'm at 17.3, but I never like post or anything.
Oh, excuses. I never post. I'm just kidding. So
well, there's like no reason for like people to like pull up my profile. And
that's true. That's true.
I'm surprised that it's more than like 100.
Well, now hopefully it'll be more now. Mr. V obviously doing all his stuff with Will. He's known in the community. So 54,377 views, not bad at all. Let's see. Yes, on Happy Tree Friends for that 88. What's in the box, my collectibles? This is killing me. I can't wait another couple days.
8814 said be almost like 1 in 6. See, even you came out ahead, but when the floor was like 120, 130. I mean, you still made money, but it was a high risk. You did really well, and
that's super high risk.
Huge ahead.
14. I don't know how. Dane K's good at like reading the market when to buy in. Whoever minted 14 cuddles hasn't put many on the market unless it's a Ben Har. It probably is Ben Har because he's been doing it, and there's one other guy on there.
Is it one craft per account? Do you know if the craft's limited?
I know. I don't think. Oh, that's a good question. I don't think it is. First of all, it's first in, first serve. So whatever you can do.
Well, even if they don't have a max, like we would only compete with him on the first mint because he would have to come back for a second mint. We would already like be making our only one.
And you also have Right, you're right. And there's also going to be people who are going to keep certain mints, the special mints, hopefully, and not burn them. What I think they should have done on this, which would be smart, is if they hadn't sold out this drop by the time the mystery you can craft, they should burn everything. That would have been smart. It would probably push the rest of those secret rares or the cuddles out. That's the type of thing they need to do. But for me, Happy Tree Friends is just completely different than for other people, since they helped grow the channel for me. Probably wait. I mean, look at the price now. It's gone up. I mean, it's not crazy, but we're at 148. Let's reset this. 148 probably means you can sell one at 135, maybe 130 right now. But once it hits to this 165, then you might start getting a little more. I mean, this is exactly what I thought would happen, but I did think they would have sold these boxes out by like tonight, and I don't think they are, but I could be wrong. And by the way, look, Mr. V, I'm not happy. Huck Show bought my 350 for 165. MFer. I'm so unhappy about that. But I am excited about the blind box. We'll have to see what happens. You might be able to craft 3 before it sells out. Does it get back to
as long as I can get my one, I'm happy. That's
I just want to get the box. I don't care what's in it. I'd like the reward. I've made the commitment to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chances of getting it is not good. Are you going to try it on the app, or are you going to do the web app to do it?
I'm going to wait and see what looks, because on the web app, can't you select your editions ahead of time?
Yeah, and I got to not mess up because I've got one. Yeah. Oh, no. Yes, but then it makes you reset it. I'm not going to play that game.
All right, then I'll probably just do it on the app. I'm just going to do it on the app.
You're going to do it on the app. What sucks is I have one that I want to keep on Toothy, and
can you not select it if it's listed in the market? Maybe listed in the market for.
Ooh, you know what? Good. It is listed in the market, and you're right. I think you are right. Very smart. That's a very smart. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think you're right. If it's listed in the market, you cannot, because I got screwed on that once. So let me make sure. That actually happened to me once on one that I wanted to use, and then I lost out. All right, so I have it listed. That one listed in the market. Let me make sure I don't have the other one.
I'm gonna have to head off soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to head off too.
I need to get a replacement battery for my generator.
Oh yeah, for your generator. That's true. That is.
Yeah, it's running fine, but literally, like, the top right corner of the batteries just like broke off, and you can see like all the metal plates with the battery acid.
Yeah, with the battery acid. I've had that.
I don't know how much, like, between the alternator current, if it needs that battery, but
you don't want to take the chance.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take the chance at all. Gurry's saying 39,866. Huh? Why is profile views? I don't know. Dane K just said he had 28,000. Then Mr. V said he had his. I had mine. And it really doesn't matter. I don't like that. The number doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't bias anything, I don't think. That doesn't sound good, Big A. LOL. Have a good day, fellas. Yeah. So, all right. I mean, I guess we might as well close now. I'm not doing the drops this weekend. You've got plenty of choices, so go do that. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. In the end, we got 12% going for this with 65 votes. Any final words? Is somebody in there killing you? Because I heard that.
No.
Oh.
I don't know. I let my neighbor run an extension cord to his house. I don't know. He's plugging a bunch of stuff in.
Oh, it's a beep from your
there must have been some sort of power surge that I have a power conditioner on my home theater system.
Right.
So
that's smart.
It keeps exactly at 120 the voltage.
Right. I have that for my computer, although I probably need to get it. I need to get a better UPS because this thing's supposed to do that too. Yeah, definitely a good investment if you have a lot of money invested in your movie theater. Any final words for everyone here other than how awesome the old Xmen comic is?
No. And almost to the weekend. Enjoy your weekend.
We are almost there. I'm excited.
Yeah. Buy what you like.
Buy what you like. spend
Yeah.
what you can afford and do all that. As I always say, have a great day. Do something nice for somebody. I am
Touch
going to go
grass.
for the craft. That's what?
I was saying touch grass too. Like,
Yeah, touch grass. It's interesting. It's definitely, it's crazy, especially if rabbits in it. Makes it even more interesting. Yeah, I actually have to go run some errands too. So perfect time to head off. I appreciate everyone coming by. Big A, thank you for co-hosting. It's looking
Yeah.
like it's becoming a thing. So I love it. It makes it more fun. And when we have a really big drop, it will make it even more fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's it. So everyone, good luck if you're going for the comic or the Ron English record this weekend. I will be back on Tuesday, hopefully with Big A. And I think that's it. So everyone have a great day. Peace.